Oh my god. I thought he was gonna say it.
No. Why would I do that?
That's what I was saying. Why would you say
Welcome for your opener.
yeah, that was crazy. It actually went live as soon as you said that. That was
I
crazy.
know. I was listening to you count down.
So Dana totally didn't say anything racist before the podcast. Just right at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I waited for everyone to hear.
Yeah, just make sure that everybody's listening. Welcome back to the What Do You Mean by That podcast, episode number 35.
Episode number 5.
Number 5 divided by 1 times 7. Quick math. I think. Wait, did I? Somebody fact check me.
You did that way wrong.
You know, he did it.
You should have said divided by 7.
No, he said divided by 1 times 7.
Because you said 5. I said divided by 1. So 5 divided by 1 is still 5, right? And then 7.
1 times 7. Okay, you are right. How about that? Well, actually, no, because the divide would go off first.
Yeah, so 5 divided by 1 times 7. The divide would go off first. And you go from left to right.
Yeah, left to right. PEMDAS, bitch.
It's all multiply, divide.
I thought he was calculating down to get to 5, not to the other one. My bad. Okay, let's go.
Now you're trying to get to 35.
Yeah, we're a little early today because we got some plans. And by we, I mean Dana's going to be streaming later. So we want to give him as much time to prepare for that.
Dana's streaming WMB.
Yep.
Streaming what?
WMB.
WMB. With my
What
balls.
is that?
You're streaming with his balls.
Yeah, with my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Who knows?
Tim has that crotch cam. I ordered it for him because
I don't have a crotch.
I did order it for you because I always wanted you to. I wanted to support your OnlyFans career in the only way I can. So I bought you a webcam for your crotch.
Just stream straight from OnlyFans while streaming.
I wanted to support your career, and that was the one way I knew how.
You donate, you get a link DM'd to you in Twitch. It just goes straight to OnlyFans. Just right on his balls.
It's a fucking whisper, like on Twitch.
Dana, would you ever do like an OnlyFans but for your VTuber thing?
This little guy? No.
Why not?
Because he's this little guy.
So
why would
little guy with a huge cock.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think you can make money doing it.
I think so too.
Me and Arden like joked at one point. We were like,
Or
like Arden was saying that they were gonna make like standard versions of our characters, and then we were both just because they were single and just try to like draw in like corny desperate nerds.
And then make money. Genius.
Yes. Because we're single, but
Haha. We're single. AKA ready to mingle. AKA I want your money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Shameless. I love it.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, we don't have Decorino this week. He's I think he's, if I remember correctly, he's not in my pants right now. But I think he's in his homeland.
Pants.
His pants. His pants.
That's why I keep off screen.
Yeah, he's the support under your desk. But no, yeah, we have Dana this week. Yay, Dana. Woo. Dana's gonna.
I'm that excited to have Dana.
Dana's gonna show off a really cool trick with this VTuber.
I am.
You are.
Yeah, show your penis.
Yeah. So there's a really cool trick that he does, where you know what? I'll just have him show you. Go ahead, Dana.
I don't have a cool.
You do have a cool trick. You showed me like 10,000 times. There we go.
Luigi.
There
you go.
Can you make your thing do a flip?
Yeah, can you make your thing do a flip?
My little guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't have that.
You should figure it out how like somebody donates or
oh yeah, it'll do like a somersault.
Your character does like weird tricks.
I did
like
buy a thing where
or...
if people use their points, they can throw shit at me.
Oh.
No. I'm talking about like your VTuber doing stuff for like subs or donations or something.
Like what?
Yeah, if you get hit enough with the things, your little character goes like ragdolls.
Like
nice.
what if like you got like a big donut and your character did like a backflip?
That'd be cool, but like I'd have to figure out how that would even fucking work.
That's what I'm saying. Like to figure it out.
I'm sure there's something.
Yeah.
I could probably ask Jasty. She could find a way to rig it up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to bug her for like asking that kind of stuff because she's usually busy with everything.
Well, hey, man, there's no harm in asking.
Isn't Jesse your friend?
Yes, she is. That's why I don't want to bother her because I know
But you're
she's
not.
pretty willing to
ask
help.
her if she knows how to. You don't have to be like.
Yeah,
Like,
but
hey,
if
do you
I
know how to
ask
do
her if
this?
she knows how to, she's going to put in like 900% effort to like research it and everything like that and make sure all the steps
Yeah,
are
that's what a
clear.
good friend
So what you're
is.
saying is Jesse
Yeah.
is going to be a good friend.
Correct, but I know she's also busy with her own shit. I don't want to bother her.
It's not a
You sound like
bother.
Because I'm also a good friend.
Dana, you sound like me when I don't want to ask people stuff.
Yeah, because I don't like to ask people shit. I don't like to
Yeah, you
bother
know what,
people.
Dana, you know you guys always say to me, no, you just gotta ask them to them. They're your friend, they don't mind. And then
Yeah.
Well, it depends
I'm
on
the
who
same.
you're asking. Yeah, like I know she's busy, so I'm not gonna bother her.
when
I
she's not
know
busy, you
she's
should ask.
busy. Oh, I see. Decky said do a flip. That's why you were asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to do things. I like to figure things out. But like, if I don't feel like figuring things out, I would want to ask. But then I'm just most of the time, I'm in the same boat where I'm like, nah, they're busy. I'm cool. I don't need
Yeah.
it.
I could probably make like a hotkey on my Steam Deck that just like flips the camera.
Yeah, and then just make it do it twice.
Yeah,
Or
that seems very doable.
you know how like I have that one thing on OBS where like I can hotkey like motion where it zooms in on the camera.
Sure.
Well, okay, you
I know
probably
what you're
never
talking
noticed.
about, yeah.
I do this thing
Yeah,
where like it does like a
You
fluid
haven't
zoom
streamed
in.
in forever, so
Okay, but I would do it often where I would zoom in. You never watch. That's the issue. But
I watch you all the time. Even when I'm not awake, I have you guys up on my stream.
but you're not watching.
I have tabs up for you at all times.
Yeah, but to be fair, Marty, you don't stream often enough anymore for us to remember the things that you do that
That's
often.
fair.
Yeah, that's
Like, you could do something
I remember you
times, but
zooming
that was
in,
like
but I
2
didn't
years
think
ago.
that was like an automatic thing because I thought you would put your hand up and like hit the little button on it.
I do hit a little button, but like it's like instead of like, you know,
That's
when
not
you
automatic.
it's not like, no, well, okay, it's kind of automatic because I can set it to a hotkey and or I can set it to like channel point reward if I want to.
I've seen
Oh,
Debbie said
okay.
for you to do the flip.
Oh, I should do the flip.
Can you
Right
do
now,
it?
cut a backflip.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
And he's dead.
I'm just kidding.
I
What
think
if my
Mark-
camera froze?
If you had a better knee, I think you could do it.
I don't think I could do it even with a better knee.
I don't know. Mexican OT can do a flip, so I think you can.
You think a Mexican OT can do a flip?
Yeah.
Okay, but like from ground level on concrete and cement and shit? I can't do that.
I'm not coordinated enough.
Yeah. Maybe if I practice for like 2 years.
I would just cram my face into the dirt or my neck into the dirt. Like either way, I'm not walking away from it.
Sometimes it may not even be dirt. It's probably gonna be concrete. And you just die.
I would be smart enough to do it on dirt at least.
Oh, I'm not
At
that
least it's
smart.
got a little give.
I have a bad knee, so I
I
would
have
have
a
to
bad
wait
knee
for
too.
drunk
I've
me
got
to attempt it.
Bad knees and ankles.
Oh, bad ankles would suck.
Yeah, I inherited bad ankles from my dad and bad knees from my mom. It was great.
I don't know what
And then the car crash with the dashboard came on my knees just really helped.
cherry on top.
Yeah,
Yeah, right on.
I love running though.
Yeah, running. But doesn't your fucking legs hurt?
Yeah, my legs hurt constantly, but like that's just life, dog.
That's fair, I guess. I don't like running. I hate running.
I used to run all the time, but like nowadays I'm fucking lazy. So
Basement dweller.
yeah. Everyone was like, "Yo, did you see that eclipse?" And I was like, "Nah, I was in my basement."
That's true. It was full totality over there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Taylor
full
got a
totality.
picture of it. She was like, she was like, "I'm so glad I came into work today," and I was like, "That's cool and all, but like, it's just dark when it's night or daytime. Like, cool."
Yeah, over here it was nothing. Like I think it was. So think of it like instead of 100% brightness on your phone, it was like 70. That's about it over here.
Oh
Yeah.
man, sick.
Yeah, it was so
Talking about
cool.
the eclipse.
Yeah, over here in California.
For us, it was really bad rain and thunder, so we couldn't see it. It just got like darker.
Just
like
dark,
it was
right?
dark with the clouds, and then it got like darker. But like
Yeah.
we didn't get to see anything from it. The timing of it was so bad. I think it wasn't raining before, and then right around like 12:30, 1 o'clock, it just started being like rain and thunder. And the peak for us was gonna be at like 1:18 or something our time, and it was just rain. There was no chance.
That's
And
a
my
bummer.
dad was so excited to see it, so it was like kind of sad.
Yeah, did you guys buy the sunglasses and stuff?
Yeah, he got the glasses, and
Aw.
he like
Well, that's
he
such
made
a
it so that way.
bummer.
He made it so his meetings wouldn't be at the time of the thing and stuff like that. It feels like the time is
What
lunch
a
perfectly. And just, like,
bummer,
and then it
That's so
rains.
shitty.
Yeah, he was
man.
excited for it, so I felt bad for that one. So it was
Yeah.
like, and that's something that happens once every how many years. So it's
I've heard two different things. Someone said it's not going to happen for another 400 years, and someone said it wasn't going to happen for another 20 years. And
It's
I
like
was
20 years.
I'm more inclined to believe the 20.
Well, eclipses happen pretty often in the world. It's just not.
that
us.
one might not happen for 400
Yeah,
years.
that one's not
but
gonna
there
happen.
are eclipses that will happen.
Yeah.
Because that was the totality one, right?
Yeah, where it hit the
Yeah.
United States for
So
100% on some areas.
I think the thing is that Dane is that like certain eclipses hit like it'll be like certain lines or certain points on like a thing, and they're not always total eclipses. So that's why they might be saying like a total eclipse in this area might not happen.
Yeah, 20.
But we'll definitely get
45,
eclipses.
right?
But it'll be like more like maybe the more the north will get like the thing, more of like further south will get it.
Yeah. They happen all the time around the world, just not.
Yeah.
You know.
They're not like that, like they're not like that common, but they're not like super ultra
They're
rare.
just not
It's more
common in
like-
the United States, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not common anywhere. It's more of that one place will get it, and then like a year or two later, like another place will get it. and
Yeah.
then- I'm saying a year or two. I don't know how many years.
It's probably like a long time, but like still, like it's.
I would
it's,
say at least once every 5 to 10 years it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the sun getting dark for me. Like I had no interest in it, but I was like, other people want to see it and they're happy about it, so I'm happy for it.
Mhm.
I saw this one couple on Twitter had proposed underneath it, and then this guy responded, "It's like the bar is now celestial for proposals."
Bro.
Yeah.
what-
At this point, you have to like rent space on the fucking moon.
Your vows on the moon.
They had it like
Yeah.
perfectly timed and everything. I was like, "Bro, you're not even wrong though. How do you top that?
You can.
Like your kids will never be able to top that if the
Mhm.
next one for them is gonna be in 400 years."
Yeah, a lot of people were excited for this one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like controversy too, like how there was like, oh, the fucking CERN is gonna start up their particle accelerator again
Oh my
on the
god, there
same
was
day.
so many conspiracy theories,
So many conspiracy.
and it was gonna
theories,
open
bro.
up like some wormhole or something, or whatever they were talking
Yeah,
about.
some bullshit. They're trying to like find other subatomic
One day
particles.
it would just happen.
Yeah, if it just
Just
happens, bro,
once-
like we're
I want someone's crazy ass conspiracy theory just to pop off one day. They just be like, "Oh, I told you."
I mean,
some of them are right sometimes.
yeah, some of them are right, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
They're all
but
conspiracy
the
theories, so
vast majority of them are fucking insane, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's just
vast
no
majority-
basis.
Hear me out, but sometimes it's kind of funny to read them.
No, it's
Did you-
hilarious to like.
Oh
Just,
my God.
Oh my god.
The flat earthers, there was a flat earther who indisputably proved that the earth was not flat. He was like, huh.
But they've done that many times. Like the flat earthers commonly do that, and they're like, "Oh, actually, our
Crazy.
numbers were wrong. It's actually like this to prove that it's round," and then they're or flat, and it's like,
He
"Oh,
was
you're still proving it's
So
round."
confident though, and he was like, he had like the diagram of that and explaining it, like how the experiment was gonna work and yada yada yada, and like he does it, and then like it works the way where it proves the Earth's round. He's like, huh.
He probably thought he was like, "Oh
Look
no,
at
my
that.
math is wrong." After,
Yep.
yeah, no, flat earthers are some of the dumbest people. I can't.
So crazy.
Oh man.
To me, there's certain conspiracies where if you believe it, I'm like, I don't care. If you believe
You
in
can-
flat Earth, I
You can
think you're an
see
idiot.
other planets and that they're fucking round. Do they think we're the only
Yeah.
pancake flipping around in space?
yeah, no. See, that's what I'm saying. Like that's one of the
It's so crazy.
because that
Mhm.
one you just have to look up.
Yeah,
Get a telescope yourself and look up, and then you can see.
fucking moon is round, and so is the sun.
They don't know how shadows
Yeah.
work. They don't know how light works. So like it's just
They don't. Yeah, no.
It's fucking
That's one of the few
wild.
conspiracy theories where I just refuse to give them any.
I think the funniest one is like well they involve the moon, for example. You know how like you only see one side of the moon? It's because
Yeah.
there's only that one side, so it's flat. That's what they say.
Which is that's
It's
stupid.
fucking stupid.
Because you look at the moon, that same side.
You
that you're
look at a
seeing-
basketball, you're
if you
only
look-
seeing one
Well,
side of the ball
no,
at a
but the
time.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing that you can look at the moon on 2 different days, you're gonna see it slightly different because it's rotating.
Mhm.
Yes. There's
So
a
you're not gonna
giant
see the
fucking
same-
crater up there.
Yep.
Yeah, and then one day you're not gonna see that exact crater, or you're gonna see it at a different angle. You wanna know why?
Yes.
Because it's round and it's rotating. God, it's so annoying.
People are stupid, bro.
They would say the sky is an LCD screen. Yeah, for real.
or what do they call it? They say we're like in a dome,
That's
right?
only Trump.
They say we're in a dome. So the way flat earthers think, they have like we're just flat, right? And then there's like a giant dome around the ice caps, and they call it firmament, I think. I have to look this shit up because like it is ridiculous. Flat.
Flat earthers. They're a very interesting breed of people, and they should stop breeding.
There was a video I watched between it was a Twitch stream where it was like a flat earther versus it was an Apex streamer. He was just like some Apex streamer, and he wanted to talk to this flat earther guy about like why he believed about flat earth. And I think the flat earther guy was actually also a pro player, but I can't remember which game. I'm pretty sure it was something like stupid, like I don't know, Valorant or something.
I hate when like just like blatantly crazy people are fucking have any talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating to me, and I don't know why.
I don't know. I think it adds spice.
it's like what's the word? It's a debuff. There we go.
Did you see the Kanye, the most recent Kanye, like problems that he's causing?
No, I just know about the Kendrick Lamar shit, but
he threatened to punch someone in the face and then hit the Mario on him with the water.
What?
He said, okay, so it's like some school thing. I don't know if he's like running some school now or some shit like that or whatever. But it was like this parent or like some staff member came to him with like some kind of complaint, and he threatened to punch that person in the face and then hit the Mario on him.
The Mario?
The jump punch wahoo. Wahoo!
Kanye
literally did that motion in front of the guy. And the guy was like, I don't know what to do with it.
Kanye West allegedly did a Super Mario dance after threatening a staffer.
Yes. He's so fucking crazy now. It's insane.
They need to get him his meds.
It was an ex-employee, I think.
Yeah. The employee left. They were like, fuck this. No. What do you do when your boss does that? Threatens to punch you and then hits the Super Mario on you? Like, what? What do you do?
Fight back.
You leave. You leave because he's crazy.
Speaking of crazy.
Oh my god.
Did you get... Wait.
Hold on. Can I describe the situation?
Yes.
Oh, it's not a video. I'll just
It's so good.
It's really good. Okay, so Trevor Phillips, a former employee of Yeezy's fashion brand, said his relationship with the rapper had soured by May 2023 after West allegedly threw a temper tantrum and threatened to punch him. The lawsuit alleges the inciting incident was that West was unhappy with a garden Phillips was attending at the garden Phillips was attending a garden. I'm assuming a garden party.
It was a garden. He was attending. Like,
he was tending his garden. Oh.
Yes.
At Donda Academy, the private school founded by Wes and named after his late mother. This led to Wes screaming at Phillips in front of a crowd of people, saying he's fucking fired. Philip claims he attempted to plead his case and reminded Wes that his daughter and younger brother attended Donda with his kids. And Wes responded by pointing at him and saying, fuck your neck and fuck your daughter, while pointing at the fucking school. He said, oh, because he had a medical condition around his neck. He points at his neck saying, fuck you, fuck your neck, and then points to the school, fuck your daughter. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And then, yeah. That's
Very
pretty good.
cool.
Onion needs his meds. Ugh.
He needs them again.
He needs to not be a public figure anymore.
He needs a mental institution, realistically.
Yeah, he needs to just not be in the public eye anymore.
Yep.
But for his own good.
It's like when fucking Britney Spears had her major breakdowns and shit like that, right? Like, she got out of the public eye, took care of herself, she's good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs that. He needs that in like 10 years of him just being on his meds.
Yes.
But yeah, speaking of people that need to be on their meds.
Oh yeah, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
The woman claiming God told her to go on a shooting spree because of solar eclipse shoots drivers on Florida interstate police.
This is a Florida news subject segment, by the way.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so a woman basically alleged that God told her that she had to go on a shooting spree. So she was a woman from Georgia. So she drove down to Florida. So I can say her name, right? She's crazy. She's gonna go in prison. She deserves it. Talon Michelle Clestine. Clestine? I don't know. 22 of Georgia. And basically drove down to Florida, Panhandle, headed west. She was in a purple Dodge Challenger with Georgia plate. Blah, blah, blah. Let me see what I can find here. So within 5 miles, she fired into a passing car several times, spraying auto glass and grazing the driver in the arm. The only reason I'm reading this is because she didn't kill anybody. But she definitely hit somebody. She fired a second vehicle, hitting the driver in the neck. He survived. He's in the hospital. But she had like an AR-15 and 9mm handgun.
Oh my god.
See, attempted murder. But yeah, they arrested her. Like,
She's
shortly after.
22 years
like 16
old?
miles. Yeah, she was only 22.
Oh my god.
And it says Florida was not in the total solar eclipse's path of totality. So she didn't even do it in a spot where the full eclipse is. I think the craziest part about this, hear me out. I'm all for the Second Amendment, but now I'm like leaning towards maybe we do need stricter law.
We need stricter gun laws. Are you kidding me?
She woke up and said, God told me to do this.
And why would he choose Florida?
Why would he choose
But
her?
why are you shooting random passerbys?
Yeah,
You didn't even give her like a specific, oh, you gotta kill this person. Like,
Yeah, it
these
was
crazy people would be like, I don't know.
She said,
I better
"Sir, yes,
drive to
sir."
Florida to do this from
And shoot
Georgia.
random drivers.
Hold on. Let me look up this chick. You said she's from Georgia?
She was from Georgia, yeah.
Let me see this chick.
22-year-old from Georgia gets an AR-15, drives down to Florida, and she's like, let's let it rip. It's crazy to me. I wish God would tell me the winning lottery numbers. On God, though.
Same here.
I don't think any civilian needs an AR-15. I'm just gonna throw that out
I
there.
disagree. I don't think that the issue is the types of guns. I think the issue is the mental state of the people that have them.
That's true.
We
because
need
you
a
can kill
better-
someone with a very lower caliber gun as well. But like a lower caliber gun can't like you got a better chance of survival if they're firing into your car and shit like that. An
But
AR-15 hitting your vehicle and stuff like that's just going through. Like
Not necessarily.
it's so
5.56 isn't that, or well, no, it's 223s. They're not that strong compared to like other rifles. You have a better shot of using like a 30-06 to shoot through somebody's car if you really wanted to do something heavy.
But like, at what point would you ever need a fully automatic machine gun?
That's not a fully automatic machine gun.
AR-15 is not fully automatic.
No,
No.
they're semi.
Okay.
You can't buy legally an automatic gun unless it was made before like 1980 something as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. So automatic guns are they're very hard to get. You need special licenses most of the time to like either own them or buy them. And they're very old, very expensive. It's hard to get an automatic gun.
The only you can do is like illegally, like through the black market and
You
shit.
can illegally mod a weapon.
Oh, you can
But
mod them
that's
too.
illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal. Like you're not allowed to make a gun automatic.
Yeah, but if you're getting a gun to shoot a bunch of people, you're not really worried about the legality of
Yeah.
modding your weapons.
To
Or
be fair, she
whatever.
also didn't make her gun automatic. She was just letting it spray. She was
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop. But no, she's just people like her need like a mental exam beforehand.
Or an IQ test, one of the two.
Everyone should be like there
I
should be a
think-
bar set.
Everybody should. Yeah.
I think realistically, like it should be you need to take like a psychological exam before you buy a gun. Me. Like
It's a
I'm for like the
weapon.
current laws we have and then like add that. And I'll be like, okay,
I
we're
thought
fine.
they do. It's like
Okay.
some type of test.
You have to, depending on the state, you have to take like a firearm safety test before
It's
you get your
it
gun.
is based on the state, 100%.
Yeah, California needs the. Yeah. It needs
Yeah.
like the.
I think in Texas,
I know it's
could just
very
pretty much go and
easy.
buy them out here, but like in certain states, like in New York, I had to go to the like if I wanted to buy a handgun, I had to get a handgun license. So I had to go to the police. I had to. They fingerprinted me. They did like a bunch of stuff. I didn't even make it fully through the process. They make you get like 5 people attest to the fact that you're mentally sound and you'll be fine.
Damn, a
In
whole 5.
Texas?
No,
No,
this is
New
New York.
Oh,
And
I was
no,
like,
in Texas, you go to Walmart and they give it to you.
that does not sound like Texas to me. I'm not.
I think the people had to have like either they had to have something notarized. I needed like a notarized note from something. basically I had to have like the people around me
Mhm.
attest to the fact that I'm not gonna shoot somebody with this gun unnecessarily.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
and stuff like that. Which is like I'm okay with stuff like that because like if you're gonna be like, all right, just get the people around you to be like, oh yeah, this dude's not mentally insane at the bare minimum, and then like have them do like a psychological test and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like be like an actual psychologist and be like, is this dude like actually okay? And have the psychologist be like somebody that works for like the police department or something.
They need an IQ test. They need a lie detector test. They need a.
I don't even think an IQ test. I
Bro,
don't know.
be real.
I think no, because a lot of the people that use guns use it for hunting or home defense. And I think that just because their IQ isn't 100% there, like not like somebody like that's why the psychological test. They have to understand what a weapon is used for and like what they're using it for. I don't think an IQ test matters as much in the sense that if you already passed the psychology test, or like the people talking to you, be fine.
Yeah, fucking different kind of psychology test, I guess. Then, because otherwise you're just gonna have like these insane people have guns. This 22-year-old girl from Georgia shooting at people in Florida.
That's a psychology.
Nobody
She's
died.
not right in the head.
Sociopath could pass the psychology test pretty easily.
Oh, that's true. I did see that. Decky mentions there's a making guns with a fingerprint ID now, and I did see that. There's a they were trying to reinstate this
Like
change.
Judge Dredd.
Like
Basically, like a safety on your gun. That's like
it's like
that.
basically a safety. It's like another safety, but you put it. It's a fingerprint ID based on whoever owns the gun and can use the gun. And
You guys didn't watch Judge Dredd then?
no,
I know what you're talking about with Judge Dredd.
Yeah, like
Judge
they
Dredd,
have
in
like
Judge Dredd, only this person can use that gun. Like only a judge could use that gun.
oh, is that a movie?
yeah,
it's
Judge
and it's
Dredd.
comics
Oh, okay, okay.
or graphic novels. I don't know if it's comics or graphic novels for that one.
I think it's comics. I'm not really 100% on that.
But yeah,
Interesting. But yeah,
I think that's more for parents to make sure the kids, right?
I think it's a good addition to like any situation, but or maybe not
I don't know.
any, but like most.
Yeah, but what if you want to bring your gun to the range and let your homie shoot a couple shots?
You don't, I guess. That's your gun. If they're gonna choose guns, then you can. Well, I guess you can always rent out the guns there, but if they
Not
want to
every
shoot
range
your
lets you
gun,
rent guns.
that's true. That's like the open ranges that you bring in your own guns. But the
Yep.
closed ranges are most of the time they let you rent stuff out.
Yes.
But I don't know. Gun safety is a touchy subject, and it's very difficult to like choose what is allowed and what isn't allowed.
Yeah.
And
They're
there's
always
a lot of
changing
gray.
laws.
There's a lot of gray area involved. And
Shout out to Texas.
it's
They're
unfortunate.
fighting the ATF. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys know, but Texas, speaking of guns, they've been fighting the ATF in court on whether or not Texas is allowed to produce suppressors and the people could just buy them without having to go through them.
I did not know this.
Why would
Yeah.
it? Why?
I don't know.
Well,
But
what's
they were
wrong with?
basically Texas was saying that if it's suppressors made in Texas, they don't need to go to this federal government about whether or not people are allowed to buy them in Texas and stay in Texas.
Well, why would you need a suppressor anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Why does a civilian need a suppressor? It
Unless
would be
they fund it.
to make sure your shots aren't heard, which means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Mhm.
Unless they're doing it while they're hunting. Hear me out. What if you're hunting and you don't want the animals far away to hear it?
Isn't that part of like
They'll
the sport?
smell the blood. Like it's not
That's
even like
scary.
fully about the sound. Like it's also like the blood, like the noise
Listen,
made from the animal freaking out, like everything like that.
Yeah.
'Cause I can attest to this because my grandfather was a big hunter. My grandfather and my dad used to hunt so we could eat. So
I'm
we
just
lived in the
saying, what
woods.
if they could use it for that? I don't know.
Well, yeah, but they could use it for that, but then like the majority like will probably be getting it
I
for
know
like
the
their home
suppressor people. That one is more of people just want them.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
more just like I want this, and that's about it.
There's no reason to have it.
I don't know, but I think just because there's no reason to have something, it means people shouldn't have it. You
Oh, no,
say, like,
weapon?
no. I don't really care. The gun's gonna be used regardless. If they're gonna use it for something bad, they can, I don't know, or good. They're gonna
But
use
like
it regardless.
if it's an audible loud gunshot, that means people can be like, "Hey, we heard a gunshot,"
The
and like
suppressors don't even make it that quiet.
quiet enough, quieter than it would be.
Quieter than it would be, it's not that quiet. Like shooting a suppressor reduces sound by how much? Let's look at this.
But then
Because you got to take into consideration, like say like this is being shot in a building, like Hitman style at somebody, right? So you got the walls also dampening sound. You've got people doing their own things in their buildings, probably listening to TV, computer, just all that shit. Like the suppressor is gonna make it where they're not heard. Whereas if it was just a regular gunshot, pop.
Well-engineered suppressors generally reduce sound levels by about 20 to 35 decibels, roughly the same amount as wearing high-quality pair of earplugs or earmuffs. It's not that much quieter then, because you can hear gunshots through those muffs.
at close range, yeah. But like it really just depends on like how far you are.
Yeah, but that's how far you are anyways. You're not going to hear gunshots.
You're not gonna hear it, but are others gonna hear it? The other people aren't wearing earmuffs, right?
No,
So-
but what I'm saying is that, like, suppressors aren't even that quiet.
Okay, up close, right?
In general, they reduce sound by pretty much the same thing as if you wore earmuffs.
The way sound travels, it just gets quieter as it travels farther.
Yes,
So,
so it'll
like-
just make it so that people further out won't hear it as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
But
If
how
it makes
far
okay,
out- But if
if
you
it-
were that far out anyways, you're not going to hear it that well regardless. You'd be like, is that gunshots or fireworks? You're playing that game if you're that far out.
But then,
I don't know about that.
but then the suppressor will
if
make
it makes
sure
it audible, yeah.
we'll make sure like,
It-
oh, that you can't hear it. You won't even know if it's a gunshot or a firework because you wouldn't even hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
but how
you're-
far are we talking? Like,
Well,
are you
that
like
just
a mile out?
that's the thing. It's all hypothetical, right?
yeah, if it makes it quiet enough to where like it's as if you're using a standard shot with earplugs in, you now no longer need the earplugs in, and it's like okay, so you can hear the gun when you have the earplugs in, right? Poof,
Yes,
you hear the
very loud.
shot.
You still hear it
Yes.
loud, yes.
Yes, but that's making it where like the sound dampening is only on your ears because you have the plugs in, right? Once you
Yeah.
dampen the sound that goes out, it makes the sound in general weaker, which means it's not going to make it through walls as well and shit like that.
Yes.
It's going to make the sound itself weaker, which means it's not going to travel very far, which is the big issue. Which is like if there's like a crime happening, something like that, no one's going to be able to be
No
like,
one's
oh, well,
gonna
we
know.
heard the gunshots, right? Because everyone like nowadays too also has like earbuds in. Like I have my headphones on most of the time when I'm playing games or on my computer, which is most of the time.
I think if you're that far, regardless, it's going to be hard to hear gunshots. Like, even if it's
I think gunshots would
indoors,
be
it'll-
audibly a lot louder.
Not necessarily. I don't. There was a murder not that long ago in my neighborhood, and I did not hear any gunshots, and it was on a night where I was home.
You'd have your headphones on.
Were you gaming?
I don't know, but I wasn't the only person in my house, and nobody else heard anything either, and it wasn't that late at night. So I'm just saying, like, I don't think that a suppressor's gonna make that much more of a difference.
Okay, but if it happened, what you said was on your block.
It was in my neighborhood. It wasn't that far off. It was, Martin, you know where the corner is on the left side? It was on the house close to that.
A corner on the left side. So on the left side of your house.
Yeah, it's a little bit away, but
First of all, that's scary, and I hope you guys are safe. Second of
That was a
all,
while ago.
if they weren't using a suppressor and they have access to a suppressor, it's now going to be even shorter range that sound can be heard. And if you guys didn't hear it non-suppressed from that range,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it's that.
Was
I
the
think that
was the
it's
murder
to
inside the house or
argue-
outside?
It was inside.
Oh well,
That's what I'm saying, though. That I think that a shot fired inside the house, regardless of the suppressor, it's going to be hard for anybody outside to hear it.
I agree. It's inside the house.
that's
I don't think it matters.
Well, no,
for
it'll
anybody
it'll
outside.
definitely not matter if you have a suppressor though. Like let's say you're next door.
yeah. There's like no chance.
There's like almost no
Listen,
chance.
man, I live in
That's what I
Texas.
was saying.
I hear gunshots on a regular basis when people are shooting outside, and nobody heard any gunshots inside. I hear the gunshots when they're outside, like if I'm just chilling. If we were just
It
laying
also
down,
depends on like the caliber of the gun and shit too. Yeah.
Yes, it does. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying that I don't think a suppressor matters that much.
I just think it's weird that they're pressing to be able to have suppressors.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think it's
like-
that weird. It's Texas.
it is Texas.
It's like, why do you need it?
yeah.
What are you trying to do with this suppressor where you feel like you need
I
it?
think a lot of people think it's just fun, so they just want.
Ah, but like, how fun is it really? Like, it's just a giant thing from your sticking out of your gun.
Yeah, you
do the
like
same
the
thing with an
aesthetic.
extended barrel.
If people like the aesthetics, it looks different than
It does
an
look different than extended barrel, but like
But people like the way it looks. They like the aesthetics, and I don't think
I
taking
get
away
the
from
aesthetic
people's
for it. Like that's why like regardless of stats in most games, I will put a suppressor on my gun because I like the way it sounds, the way it looks, the way it feels, right? But
Yes.
like
And
that's a
that's why
video
people
game.
want them in real life. They like the way
Like,
it sounds. They like the way it looks. They like the way it feels. And I get
yes,
that you guys are saying why should people have this, but I think that's where I don't know. I disagree. I think people should be able to have stuff that they want as long as they don't do anything bad with it.
but that's the
that's the
thing.
gray
You
area
can't
there.
ensure that someone's
Okay,
not going to just do that shit. So if you make
yeah,
it
but people
easily
are gonna do
available
bad
to
things
people,
regardless. There's no guns in the UK. You still got what do they call it, the roadmen trying to knife people and stuff like that.
it's way
I
less
think
effective than getting shot.
Okay, if it's you versus one person, they have a knife and you don't.
You have a much better chance than if it's one person with a gun and you don't have anything.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that you don't have a better chance. I'm saying that regardless if they have a weapon and you don't, like it's a bad situation.
it's a bad situation regardless,
it's
and
a
at
bad
that point,
situation.
you want
Hear me out.
as much like possibility to survive it. Compared to a gun, you're not surviving
Unless you have a gun as well.
unless you have a gun as well. But your situation saying you don't have a
I said that but I'm saying that there's bad people that do stuff regardless of guns.
Yes, but why make it easier for them?
Make it easier for the people that have guns as well. If the law-abiding citizen has a gun with them, they'll defend themselves.
If okay, but, okay, when you give it like let's put this in the terms of the suppressor. The suppressor makes it easier to commit crimes, and it also looks cool. So if we're putting it in that perspective, what's more important? Your gun looking cool, or crimes being potentially harder to figure out and solve because it's easier for people who have bad intent to get these suppressors?
you just want to like it's the lesser of two evils here, Tim. That's like that's what he's trying to show you.
It's the risk.
I know what
like,
you're saying. I just disagree.
Okay,
that's fair,
yeah.
but like, I mean, I can't refute that. Like, if you disagree, you disagree.
I disagree because I think that you shouldn't take away one person's rights because somebody else is going to do something bad. That's the way I view it. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be laws and make it harder to get. Like, I don't necessarily. I word this. I think that there should be safeties put in place, but if you've already passed those safeties, like I think there should be more safe, like one or two more steps put in place before somebody can buy a gun. But after that, like I don't think you need like you've already proven at least to like a reasonable level that you're not gonna hopefully do anything bad. So I don't think the extra things are not gonna make it that you're not gonna do something bad. Like whether or not you have a suppressor or not isn't gonna determine if you're gonna commit a crime or not.
I think it's just but okay, so what we're saying is like just the sole availability of it is what can cause an issue. That's it. That's all we're saying. It can't. The possibility is there. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, but I think the possibility is always there. Somebody doing something bad, regardless of a gun or not, regardless of a suppressor or not, regardless of a knife or not, regardless of anything. Like the bad people are going to do bad things regardless.
You don't believe the probability would be lesser if we didn't have them around?
No.
Okay.
Crime has existed. Murder has existed since the beginning of time. Robberies have existed since the beginning of time. There was pirates have existed. You know, people that was OG criminals on the sea. They've existed since boats. So like, I don't think that having or not having a suppressor is going to determine whether or not people are going to rob other people or do bad things.
It's not about whether or not they'll do it. It's about
we just want less of it.
I know
it's about making it easier for them to get away with it. And if people think it's easier for them to get away with it, they're more likely to do it.
I disagree. I think people are going to stupid people do things regardless of how easy it looks.
Well, yeah, stupid people, but now you're going to have smart people who will be like, "Oh, how can I make this suppressor work in a way where
if those smart people are going to do that regardless, then it won't matter. They'll figure out a way. I think looking at either way, like if somebody wants to do something, they're going to do it.
It depends. If you have to go through if
somebody really wants somebody else dead, let's say in this scenario, they're going to do it regardless of that suppressor. They're going to figure out a way to do it. And let's say they don't use a gun because the suppressor would have made it quiet. They don't have the access to suppressor. They'll do a different way to doing it quiet.
But
that's not the argument, though.
Your guys' argument is that because if maybe we can lower the possibility a little bit, we should do it. And I disagree because I don't think that it's going to lower the possibility that much. I think bad people.
There's literally other countries who have gun laws in place and shit like that, and their gun and crime rate are much lower than ours because of that. So like there's tangible proof that
There's-
it helps.
But I don't think it would work in the US because I don't think you're gonna be able to take away from people. Because those countries view guns differently than the US views guns. And I think that's why I think this is where we're fundamentally disagreeing, because I think that you think or you're looking at those countries saying that that's why it works for them. I don't think it would work for the US because the way that the US loves guns. We have more guns in this country than people, and I think that that's why it wouldn't work for us.
That's an issue though.
I'm not saying it's not an issue, but I'm just saying that because of the US mind state around guns, it wouldn't work. So that's why I disagree.
Okay, but that's why it needs to change though.
I don't think it will change anytime soon.
But do you think it should? That's the question.
Maybe.
Because like I get what you're saying, right? I really do get what you're saying.
I
But,
just
like,
think that
it's-
I'm not
If we
disagreeing.
make no
but
changes though, then it's like nothing will change.
I don't think the people would.
Willingly give them up. That's why you.
Yes.
That's why you. That's why
Yes.
you put laws in place. That's why laws are made.
I think that if we wanted that to happen, we would have had to do that from the time the country was made.
I don't know about that.
I think we're too late.
No,
We
things
have- I
change,
don't think
Tim.
so.
The eras
I-
change. Like
You say eras changed. We have more guns in this country than ever.
Yeah, we also used to have slavery, dog. Like
That's different. That's different.
why?
People
Like
also-
they were people who literally fought and died for the right to own people, and
Yes,
that
and you think
it
that
got
those
taken
people would
away
fight
because it was
and
bad.
die for their guns.
Then I guess they will. But like either
So
way,
you're
people who
saying that you
aren't
would
willing
rather
to
have a
get
civil war to change whether or not people could have guns, which is different than people owning people.
It's a different time.
I don't think
Yes.
that we should have like a that big of an issue. I think that a lot of people would die
the
if the government tried
fact
to take
that
guns.
there's so many kids getting shot via school shooting because it's so easy for people to get guns. Yes, I would
So that's
say
why
I would
said
rather
that
there
I
be a
think we should
civil
make it-
war
I think we, that's
to
why I said that we should make
radically
it-
change this shit.
That's why I said, if you remember earlier, I
Yeah.
think that we shouldn't be that easy to get them. I don't
Yes,
disagree with
I
you on
agree
a
with
lot of
that.
your points.
I 100% agree. Like there needs to be stricter gun things in place.
And
Which-
muskets when the Rights of Arms was written, we've had a big upgrade to guns since then. And that's why I think that gun laws should change, because the guns are different since back then.
Yeah, they're not muskets that take like 10 years to
Yeah,
reload.
like fires once. You bet.
Um,
5 minutes from now, motherfucker.
Show
You better not be standing.
show a modern gun to a man from the 1860s and like he'll shit his pants. you
Watch
know?
him shit a log.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch you mow down a tree with a shotgun. He's like, "What the fuck kind of witchcraft did you just do?"
Like
I don't disagree with most of what you guys are saying. I just disagree with some of it.
I agree
You're
with
you're
what
taking the
saying.
realist approach where it's like you don't think
Yes.
even if those changes are implemented that the crazy people who want their guns
I
will
don't
not
think all those people are
bunker
crazy.
down
I think some of
and-
the people just want a gun for safety. It
There's a lot
makes
of people who
things
want a
safer.
gun just
Those-
to have a gun.
Those people
There's a lot of people that want a
won't be
gun
an issue
because they
though.
feel safety.
Those people
Yeah,
won't
those
have be an
people-
issue though. Those people won't be an issue. They're not the issue. They're not
Because if the
Go ahead.
if their main
No.
reason to own a gun is for safety, there's going to be laws in place to be like, okay,
I
yeah, if
think
you want a gun for safety, these are the
Safety
steps you
isn't
take.
just safety against other people. There's some people that I'm not saying that it's me, because I don't feel this way, but there are people that feel like they need that safety from the government. Now, I don't agree with that, but there's some people that's why. And I'm not saying that they're crazy or not crazy if they don't trust their government that much. But
That's
also part of
literally
it.
people waiting for a civil war. Then,
Not necessarily.
If
I'm not
you
saying
don't
that they're
trust
gonna
your
rebel against
government
the
to the point where you
No,
want
no,
guns
not,
and
not
you
trust
fear
the
your
government
government.
like that. Not trust the government like in the sense that like they don't trust police or they don't trust like other things like that for their own safety.
I get that, but like if you don't trust the police, which fair nowadays, but like you're not going to pull your gun on a police officer,
I think that there are some people dumb enough to do it.
and they shouldn't be holding a gun.
Not dumb
Like-
enough in that sense, but like not dumb, but like that they would do it to defend themselves.
Impulsive.
Impulsive, yes. Not dumb,
Yes.
impulsive enough that they would do it to
Yes,
defend
and
themselves.
impulsive people shouldn't have a way to end someone's life at their fingertips because they're too impulsive.
I don't know.
Because
I
people
don't know,
like
because
that
if somebody
will make a
impulsive
snap
has somebody
decision
breaks into their house and
on
that person
nothing.
has a weapon, shouldn't they be able to defend themselves?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but
So I disagree
those are
with
two
that.
different situations though.
Yes.
No, but Damien said that
Having
also
a
people
gun
shouldn't
in
be
your
allowed.
house that is there for defense. My brother-in-law, he has a gun. He taught my little sister, and if you've seen her, she's 4 feet tall, 40 pounds. Like, if she looks like if she fired this gun, she would fly across the room like Will Smith shooting the noisy cricket from Men in Black, right?
Yeah.
She like it looks like because he has like a Magnum.
I didn't know Middle Industry strict people only own handguns. I disagree. I'd rather people have rifles than handguns.
Handguns are
more
easy to
concealable.
conceal.
Handguns are concealable and they're easy to get to throw them away. You could hide a handgun way easier than you can hide like a rifle or a shotgun.
You need guns to be less what's not accessible, it's more like harder to use. What's the word? There's a word for it.
Harder to use.
Yeah, like they're not convenient. You know, like the conveniency of a gun, you remove a fucking safety and then
You pull,
you're good to go.
As long as you have Magan.
Yeah.
No, and that's why I said I don't think that just. That's why I think that the law should be stricter and it should be harder to get them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially handguns. Handguns should be a hard thing to own, even if it is for your own safety. But I just think that this country is like too far gone from now to be willing to do it, especially with.
Change has to happen eventually, or nothing will
I'm not
change.
saying that change shouldn't happen. I'm just saying that right now it's not in the right mindset. I think that people would have to calm down first in terms of
With the
how they
way
feel about a lot of things, and then it would be the time to implement the laws. Like, oh, maybe we should slowly get rid of these guns, and people would be more open to it. But I think it would have to. People would have to be more agreeable with each other first.
Didn't we literally have like states threatening to revolt or whatever?
Yes,
That was Texas.
it was Texas. It was
was
Texas,
like
but then several other
Texas-
states agreed that if Texas revolted, they would have helped.
Yes.
And I
Yes,
think
it
that
was
that's
like
what I'm saying. Right
Florida
now
and
is
a couple
not the
other
time to
ones.
do it. If you want to do what you want to do, which I agree with you, like I don't disagree with you, but not now. I think right now, if you did it, it would cause a lot of issues. But if you waited till the country, I don't know how many years it would take, was less civilly unrested. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know if
people
it's
were-
gonna get more civilly, less civilly unrested though. Like
I
wait,
think
what-
it's possible.
with the times how they are, right? With like the internet how it is, it's way too easy for, we'll say, like-minded people to find each other
Yeah.
and fan the flames of their own beliefs in their own private circle. And I feel like because of that, it has emboldened people, let's say,
No, I
to
agree. There's a lot of dumb people out there that spread their opinion, and then other
There's
people.
a lot of other people that are also dumb that also agree with this opinion.
And it's
Yeah.
not just that the other people are dumb; the other people are also young, so they get young, impressionable minds, and they make them think a certain way.
yes, which is why I'm saying I don't think if the change doesn't start soon,
I'm
like
not saying it shouldn't start. I'm just saying
within
that
the next 10
heightened-
years, it needs to happen.
I would say.
And
within
I
the
would
next
say
20
10 years is too late too. I would say like within the next 5, it needs to happen. And
I would say the change would have to start within the next 5, but I don't think it would happen until the next 20 to 30.
that's fine.
I
Put
think
the
that
laws in place,
realistically-
and then it's gonna have to slowly force people to be like,
I think.
this needs to happen.
How do I word this properly without sounding like a bad person? Realistically, we need like.
How do I
Okay.
word this so I don't sound like a bad person? Is never a great way to start an argument. But continue.
We
Sorry.
would realistically need all the old people to die for it to be okay.
That's not a bad
because
thing.
I hear what you're saying.
I get what you're
All
saying.
I
the
do
old
hear what you're saying.
People
on
over.
that.
So I'm going to say what the number is because it's a relatively lower number than you're probably thinking. I'm going to say
You're probably gonna say
certain
people
people-
like 50 or higher need to go.
yes.
Yeah. The
Realistically,
boomers. The boomers.
they're not just boomers. Whatever that gender, because boomers is like at this
The
point like in
50s,
their
right?
70s or 80s.
I thought they were
I
50s
would
or 60s.
say I agree, but my mom and dad were born in '69, so they are 55 now, right?
They think
And
not
they
that
are
need to
some
die,
of
like, not to
the
be put
most
down.
chill people.
Yes, but there's also
Ever.
a lot of people from that generation that were born right after segregation was ended, right after and there's a lot of racism from
Oh,
those
yeah,
people
no,
from that.
like they grew up with a shit ton of racism around.
And they also grew up when guns were still allowed to be automatic. and like the guns were more free and or not free. How do I word this? More accessible. And I think that, and they teach that to the younger people, and then they teach it to their current generation of kids.
Okay.
Realistically, everybody over a certain age like would have to go for like the mindset to change. And that's in terms of like lawmakers as well. We need like more people that are on a younger age. Half the senators are like they should be in a retirement home.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see those guys? They're way too old to be up there, and they
Yeah,
somehow.
I agree with that. There should be a lot, like the bar for how long you're allowed to be in office up there should be a lot
I
lower.
think we would need changes
cycle-
to the age of Congress first, because those people are gonna. There's no way they would ever let those gun laws pass. You
Isn't-
need like people in their 30s to change it.
I don't know
And
about
those people
30s. 30s is too young for me.
For senators,
I'm 35.
I don't know, because
I
there's
would not
certain
trust
people
me making decisions for a country. And I'd like to think
40s, people in their
I think pretty
40s.
highly of myself, intelligence
You want
wise.
people in
And
your
I know
40s. I don't know, because there's people in the 30s that are smart, but if you want to do 40s, I think it would depend. 30s to 40s.
I think
then by the
50
time
is
you're-
a fine age for that. I do
40s.
not think they should
50s
be
and
in
40s.
there like past 70.
No, because 50s is you still don't know, you don't have good control of electronics right now.
Somewhat
I
agree.
think that you would need somebody that has knowledge of the current generation's stuff.
It depends on how they upkeep, right? Like again, my parents are gamers.
It's all about training,
they've
bro.
they've
That's fair.
upkept with they've upkept
That's
with
fair.
all the.
No, I'm saying in terms of lawmakers, I think that you need people younger.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
agree
think there
there.
needs to
I
be
think
people.
past 60, you should be forced to retire. In terms
I
of
think it should be
lawmakers.
a mixture. So you get like some of the more younger modern thought set in there with
No,
the.
I don't know.
I think discussion is important, right?
Yeah,
so
I think
like
it's actually important. I think my reason for disagreeing with a lot of the other stuff earlier was because of where people are at mentally.
Yes,
I don't think that they would ever agree to give up stuff.
I do want to circle back around to that though, because you did mention like boomers and like gun accessibility and how that kind of shaped things. I would like to circle this back around to the accessibility of suppressors.
I disagree with that, because I think if you could have guns, you should just be able to own whatever you want for them to a certain extent. You don't need like.
I still don't think you need a suppressor for home defense.
It's not just for home defense.
Okay, but in the sense of a home defense, right?
You know me. I just like having things because it's cool. I would be fine with it. If somebody is eligible,
Sure, but that's just you though.
That's it. Imagine, okay,
No,
imagine a kid goes into a school with a suppressed handgun.
Yeah.
There's so many more people that's going to get hurt now because there's no, like that sound is not as noticeable.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Kids shouldn't have access to a handgun regardless.
True.
Correct.
Why make it worse with a suppressor?
I don't think the suppressor is the issue. I think the issue is that the kid has access to a gun. I think that parents need to be more responsible with their kids.
Okay, but
And
like the problem right now is that like not only is there not a law being put in place to make it harder for kids to get access to guns, but they're also making suppressors bargain bin I walk by and grab one accessible.
They can't get guns. They can only have guns because through their parents.
Which you can walk into any store and just buy with very minimal effort.
That's why I'm agreeing with you that guns should be harder to get. The kids can only get you can't buy a gun if you're under 18.
I think the suppressor thing should wait until stricter gun things are put in place.
And I'm okay with that.
Does that sound fair?
I'm not saying that suppressor should be easy to. They shouldn't be hard.
You are you are saying
that after. I think guns should be hard to get, and then after the fact that you prove you're responsible enough for a gun, then you should be allowed access to the stuff for that gun.
Fair. Like almost a probationary period. Like you've owned this gun for X amount of time. You've proven that you are a responsible individual with this gun.
Hear me out.
Sure.
What about this? What if you agree with this? After you get the gun, you would need to take a class and understand the safety and understand why certain things work for your gun and like stuff like that, and like to have knowledge on stuff. Like you should have to prove that you're knowledgeable about everything related to it.
So like take a class on like extended mags, take a class on suppressors, take a class on
mags per se, but like anything like that would significantly modify a gun.
That's
significantly modify
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my
problem. Extended mag is like, what do you consider extended mag? Because in New York you can only own a 10-rounder, so extended mag would be anything above that.
Yeah. Anything that makes it where you can fire more destruction into a crowd if you do plan on doing something bad is probably a bad, right?
Yeah.
Like home defense, I get what you're saying. Why would you need more than 10 shots? Unless you were just really bad with the gun, in which case, why are you owning that
Why are you
gun?
owning the gun? Yeah.
Okay, but realistically, home defense is the only thing. For your home, you would need a shotgun. Unless you don't want to damage your interior, then like obviously get a rifle. But
Well, I mean, it depends, right? Because like again, my little sister's not holding a shotgun.
you could
She's
set up
she's not wielding a
I've
shotgun.
seen small people shoot a shotgun before. It's possible.
She would break her arm.
Not necessarily. Get a 20 gauge. It's less power.
Kim, she's smaller than your like. She's like my character. Like,
Listen, man.
I can walk by and scoop her with one arm, and I am not a strong individual. I can scoop her up with one arm and walk. I don't even break stride. I can just scoop her up.
She doesn't have to shoot it. Threaten them with it. Tell them to get the hell out of the house.
That's but like again, like
it's all situational.
Also,
it's also
better
it's all
for her.
situational.
If she dislocates her shoulder, fine the first shot, but she hits the person, she's fine.
Okay, but if she misses, then she's fucked.
Listen, man, you gotta use that adrenaline and fire another shot. I don't have to tell you.
That's why the double
You gotta
barrels.
buckle down. You put that arm back in the socket and you fire again, goddamn.
Yeah.
Just like me at the club, bro. Flipping my knee back into place. That was amazing.
I'm okay with like forcing people to take a lot of classes related to stuff.
My
and like
only
prove that they're gonna be
What's your
responsible.
gripe about it, Dan? I
I
want to know what
like-
you were gonna say.
yes, I like the class idea. I really do. But I'm going to just go ahead and throw this out there. Any sociopath will be able to pass any class easily like that.
Hear me out. But I think part of it is the classes also force people to go through more work to do something to prove that they actually want it.
Yes, that's the idea of stricter gun laws, though. Is that like it's more hassle for someone to go through, and they might just be like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like if I have the impulsive thought of like I want to shoot up X place, and I have the ability to just walk in and get the gun.
Which I don't.
Well,
think you
shit,
should do.
I guess
don't
I'm
think you
going to
should-
shoot this
I think it
place
should
up.
take like a couple weeks. You know, not a couple.
Yeah,
weeks.
it should take. There should be stricter laws in place that do that, and I do like the class
What
idea.
is it? Background check. Because you have to do a background check regardless.
It takes like 2 months.
No, it takes like 3 days, depending on. In New York, to get a rifle or shotgun, it takes like 3 days. to
Oh,
see
a
a
rifle or
background check
shotgun?
and
Oh,
that's
I'm talking about pistols.
Oh no, in New York it takes more than 2 months because you have to get a license.
Yeah, or it's over here. It's called a CCNA, I think, and that takes months. Takes a
No,
long
for
time.
New York, in
that's
theory,
smart
would
of
take
New York,
months
though,
if the
because-
police. The reason it takes long, Dana, isn't because of like any specific process. It's just because they take so long to actually file and process everything.
So
But
then
like
that's
it's
just,
also good. Like that's also good because New York is such a clustered place.
I did not live in a clustered part of New York, though. Okay, hear me
That's-
out. You know what the other thing is? You're not allowed to own guns or pistols, I think, in New York City. So you can't own them in clustered places.
Oh, interesting.
That's good. That's
I'm
smart.
not disagreeing with you. But I think the difference is, how do I word this? I don't want to get political. Let's say New York City is a very blue area. They don't
Okay.
really care about having the guns. So I think it's
He said, "Let's not get political. We're talking about guns."
yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, but I don't want to.
No, I get what you're saying. It's
It's a
usually
different
the
political climate.
red
in New York City.
states that are like, we
Yes.
want our guns. I get you.
Yes.
I really do.
I
Like,
think that
and those
normally
same
cities
idiots
have a lot of
did a
very
really dumb thing during some election times. I get you.
the what's it say?
But
A lot
imagine if
of-
those people
a
all had
lot, not
weapons.
all cities, but a lot of cities are very blue. So it's hard for you to get guns there, which I agree it should be hard. It should be at city level laws all around where like it's almost impossible to get them. Not almost impossible. I don't think it should be almost impossible. It should be very hard. Because in the city
Yes.
it's almost impossible to get them. And I think that there should be like a middle ground.
like, and like I do hear what you're saying too, as far as like gun collectors. Again, my grandfather was a hunter. He was a gun collector. He had a rifle cabinet. He
Yes.
had many rifles in there. Most of them, like, almost never fired. They were just there because he
Yeah, some
enjoyed.
people just like to collect shit because it looks cool.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna get into like the specifics, but like there was a very bad hunting experience my grandfather had, and he swore off of hunting for the rest of his life because of the experience itself. It fairly traumatized him, and so he was like, "I'm never hunting again." Like that's what he told my dad, and he never did. But like people hunting for the sake of like eating and stuff like that, always allow them to have a gun. Like that they need that to survive. And as like I've lived that life where like your next meal is literally whatever's out there in the woods and you bring back to the table, right?
Yes.
Like that is your survival. So like I agree with people out in the country and stuff like that who need their guns to hunt and stuff like that, sure. But in a populated city,
that's why I think that cities should have where it's almost impossible to get them because you don't need any city. What are you fighting off? A mugger? Realistically, maybe like a small handgun, but like something no bigger than like 9mm, and then like let's say reduced mag capacity, and then make it very strict for if you even get caught with certain things in the city, you get a fine, right? And then if you live in the boonies, like you have more access to like bigger things, but you have to pass.
You generally just need like a hunting rifle. Like you don't even need like hunting rifles. I will agree with you are hunting rifles than handguns.
But hunting rifles are also way more dangerous than other rifles a lot of the times because they're higher caliber and stuff like that.
But they are like usually bolt action.
Usually, but not always. They could be semi-automatic.
Yes, but like those ones, they usually have like like a 5-round mag, something like that.
You could put a 10-rounder in those. Really, you could put a 20-rounder in those if you really wanted.
Well, yeah, like the average hunting mag is like 5 rounds.
It is. The average hunting mag is 5.
Yeah, you don't want it to be incredibly heavy.
You want it to be fun. I'm just saying that in theory, you could put whatever you want.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that again, like in theory, I could slap a 30-round mag in my handgun, right? I could slap a drum mag in my AR-15.
30-round mag in a handgun, that is going to be like a drum mag, though.
Yeah, like the potential is there. It's a matter of whether people do it or not.
Yeah.
Also, I see what Martin said. So do we have other topics we can talk about?
We are at an hour. I'm
gunned out a bit.
Let's do our ADAs.
We could literally just end.
Let's agree that we both agree fundamentally. I think that laws need to change and stuff, but we just disagree in the time frame. I think it's gonna take like 20 years, and all the old people need to die.
They'll probably die in 20 years. I mean, so will
yeah, that's what I'm saying though. We need like 20 years. We need like everybody
20 years and the death of old people.
We need everybody in Congress to like die, like really, like not like die like murder. Like they just need to die of like old age.
They need to pass away silently.
Yes.
Naturally.
Yes, I don't want them to like. I want these people like killed. Like no, I'm just like
no.
They're old. They got like 5. Some of those people got like 5-10 years max. Not even. Nancy Pelosi looks like a skeleton. There's no way she's surviving the next 20 years.
Nancy Pelosi?
She looks old as hell. You ever seen that lady? Some of those congressmen, I'm surprised they're able to get up in the morning. I'm going to be honest with you.
Honestly, dude. By the way, I looked this up. There's one judicial branch, I guess, that they get to work there for their entire lives, It's
the Supreme Court.
Yeah, the Supreme Court, the justices.
And that's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Supreme Court should not be a for life thing. You should get kicked out by the time you're like 70. If you're a judge, I'll give you till you're 70 because maybe you have a lot of knowledge on the law.
Yeah.
But after 70, you're old. Retire. My grandparents are in their 60s, and I'm like, damn, they're getting fragile.
Yeah.
70? What are you doing up there? Go home.
My dad's birthday is literally this weekend. He's turning 59.
Yeah, but like, doesn't your dad look old now?
He does look old now. It makes me sad.
And you want somebody 10 years older than that in government? Get out of here. Go home.
My dad in government would be a terrible idea.
Well, no, I meant like somebody that old.
Oh, well, I mean, it just depends on who. Like,
yeah, it depends.
A lot of 70-year-olds look old.
Yeah.
It's not even how it looks, right? It's about what their mental state.
Yeah, it's like how
that's what matters. Is like their mental.
I get it, but I'm saying that like these people look,
capacity.
But they look like goblins.
Yes, correct. Yes, they do.
Our country is run by goblins.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. They look. It's not that they look old. It's that they look like goblins. And like, how do they make it there every day? If I looked like that and my body was that feeble, my mind's not there. I'm not.
Tim wants all of Congress and all of the Supreme Court. He wants them all to look like 30-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wants them all like powerful.
Listen, if you're mentally there,
or Pamela Anderson's.
I think that if you're gonna be in Congress, you can't just be mentally there. You need to be like astute. Like you can't be like I'm here like mentally, but like you look like you're high as fuck. Like no.
Like cognitive capacity needs to be still good. Like
Yes.
they are
You
aware
need to
of
be
their
snappy.
surroundings.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not
And
just
that's the most important part of that job, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck how old they are, if as long as their brain is still working. If they're like,
that's why I said 70, because I feel like after a certain age you're getting old anyways. You can't handle those long days of making laws.
It depends, right? Like,
you want a 70-year-old working 18 hours making laws? I don't know how long they're working. Those people ain't working no 18-hour days. Let's be realistic. But like,
no,
they work for like 4 hours, maybe.
They work for 4 hours and get like a full-time wage.
Yeah. Their salary is like fucking $170,000 a year.
I'm about to run for Congress. I'm gonna be like, we're getting rid of the old people.
That's what we got. AOC, baby.
Picturing you in Congress. I'm just like,
no, I would never even attempt that.
Just
but, like,
him in a suit.
Yeah.
Him in a judge's gown or whatever the fuck it is.
With a gavel.
Yeah.
I think those people, we gotta send them to retirement homes. Either way.
Dude, it'd be like a fucking... Dude, it'd be like a league chat in like the forum, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. When Tim's like, respectfully, counselor, you should off yourself in game. It's like...
What do you mean?
Respectfully.
Hey, you know what I think we should also bring back? We should be able to challenge people to duels. I want to duel the senator for the spot.
Tim wants to go back to fucking medieval time. He's like, give me a sword, put them in the ring. We are squaring off.
Like, hear me out. If a senator can't win a duel for their position, they shouldn't have that position.
Yep, I agree.
He's Mad Maxing this.
Yeah, I'm doubling down.
Okay.
Old school.
Tim, you are
doing it. What's that? What's the horses? The fuck jousting. Senator should joust for the position. At least like once a year.
I would love to see someone in a fucking like one of those robes or whatever on a horse trying to joust.
Yeah, if you can't hold up the equipment to joust, you shouldn't be able to be a senator.
That shit's heavy as fuck. I couldn't hold it up now. Are you kidding me?
You could. We'll get you, but like we can get like the foam stuff.
The fuck are we LARPing now? Like,
yeah. Foam, then what's it matter? You said they have to hold the stuff up.
Oh, fine. Maybe like wood. It would be fine.
Dude, Tim wants to LARP, is what he's saying. He wants to LARP for Congress.
I've got nothing against LARPing. Have you seen
LARPing looks fun.
It actually kind of looks fun. Yeah, I agree.
What's the one movie with fucking Ronnie? Stop throwing shit.
That
you always quote.
Role Models.
Role Models.
Quit
that movie rules.
Yeah, the movie's
that
great.
movie rules and it has LARPing in it.
Yeah.
That shit looks fun as hell.
It did look fun, dude. Holy shit.
Hear me out. We'll do LARPing one day. We should do it.
We're gonna do a Twitch LARP session.
Yeah. We gotta do D&D again one of these days.
Yeah.
All right, Marty, you host it.
No. Oh, I do have a friend that might be able to do it, actually, but...
You keep saying that and you never asked him.
I
can always ask the guy again.
I thought you did and they blew you off.
No, but then he answered. He said that his Discord DMs didn't work or something. I don't know what he said. He basically said that he never saw the notification.
Oh, I see. All right. Since we talked about guns for like 45 minutes, we're gonna just go straight to the "Am I the asshole?" This one's nothing crazy. Nothing. Hopefully nothing. Controversial, because
I want to agree to disagree. I want something controversial.
We don't have time for it to be controversial.
Tim's like, I want to debate. I'm still fired up. I want to go.
Yeah.
Right. I can appreciate a good debate. Like I don't ever come out thinking like any less of who I'm like talking
probably
with.
Our most political debate.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like an hour of talking about fucking guns.
Yeah.
And then we all agreed, and relatively, not all agreed, but like.
As long as like no one's like as long as people are being respectful back and forth, I'm fine with the debate. I love debating. Yeah. The second you start calling someone you're a fucking idiot, it's like okay, now you just
you lost all credibility there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Was called dumb. We were just like
Yeah, we were like okay, how can I word this to be like this to get my point across? Like I'm always down for a good debate.
Either way, all right, Marty, do your thing.
All right,
you got to read.
This is an Am I the Asshole? The title is For Talking to a Girl in Bikini on a Beach.
What?
My wife, 35 female, is making me, 37 male, write this post. She feels my behavior during our vacation was completely inappropriate, while I think that it was completely acceptable and she is wrong. She loves this subreddit and wants all of you to weigh in on our debate and solve this issue for us. We have been married for 7 years and have a 3-year-old toddler. A few weeks ago, we went to Miami for a vacation and had a fun time. On the second day on the beach, we were relaxing on the beach chairs. My son and I were playing on the beach while my wife was soaking in the sun. I must add here that I love her very much and she is the most beautiful person I have ever laid eyes on.
You would put that in there because she's reading it.
At one point, my son wanted to build a sandcastle, and I took him to the wet sand near the water with all his little plastic toys. While he was playing, a lady, mid-30s, walked up to us and told me how cute my son is. I smiled and said thanks. She was looking towards the water constantly, and I think her kids must be in the water, and that's probably why. Now, according to my wife, she was wearing a completely inappropriate, over-the-top bikini that left nothing for imagination. According to me, I did not notice what she was wearing and have no comments. She was trying to make small talk and was asking me about my son's name, how old we are, or how old he is, where we're from, etc., etc. I was also polite and had a brief conversation with her. We talked about where we are from, how long we're in Miami, etc. Finally, my son had enough and wanted to go back, so I said goodbye and came back and sat next to my wife. The whole conversation may have lasted for less than 10 minutes. My wife was not happy with me talking to this lady, though. She kept on telling me how inappropriate it was to talk to that girl in the tiny bikini, and that she was trying to flirt with me. I told her what we talked about, and it was not even remotely flirty. I told her that this is common, and when my son is with me in the park or other places, he gets a lot of attention from other moms, and they always come and have a chat. My wife has seen this play out before and never had a problem with it. My wife thinks that this is different because that girl was in a very revealing bikini, and I, as a married man, should know better than talking to her. We saw that lady a few other times during our stay, and I cut our conversation short every single time she tried to talk to me. Wife can't let this go. She thinks that I should admit that it's different to talk to a girl in a social setting versus when she is in a bikini on a beach. I feel having small talk with someone is fine, irrespective of their state of dress or undress. So, dear Reddit forum, please settle this debate for us. Is my wife correct that I am the asshole for talking to a girl when she is wearing a bikini, or she is being unfair to that lady when she was wearing an appropriate outfit for the place where she was? Note that my wife will also be reading the reply, so please be nice when telling her how wrong she is.
Beast.
Hold on. Wife here. I think he wrote this post omitting key details. The guy on the beach was clearly flirting and leaning too close to him. She may not have said it explicitly, but you could see she was interested. She also kept on popping up in resort restaurants, bar, and lobby after this incident and tried to keep on talking to him through the week. It was disrespectful as she did not say a single word to me the whole time. I'm not saying my husband was flirting with her, but he should have read her body language and shut her down. Plus, there's bikinis and there was her bikini. Something with her was clearly off.
I mean, it's dense as fuck. I respect it.
I'm gonna let Tim field this off the start.
Go for it, Tim.
I think he's not the asshole. I think he's a dense motherfucker, and he only has eyes for his wife, and she has to recognize that.
So the man is not the asshole for talking to a woman that was dressed in a bikini at the beach.
You're at the beach.
The appropriate setting.
People wearing. I think if she was wearing a bikini, like let's say they were on a cruise and she was wearing a bikini in the hallway and she was trying to talk about,
yeah.
But if it's like, but you're at a pool.
Think of the situation, bro.
Somebody's making small talk. That's different.
He is with his kid, playing sandcastles with his kid.
Just talking to some random person.
And then the lady just shows up and who cares? She's in a bikini. It's a fucking beach. And starts talking to him. Like, if I were in that situation, I would think of no other way. I'm like, oh yeah, this is my son.
Unless it was at like a topless beach and her titties were out or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But then even then, why are you going to a topless beach with your kid?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, but I don't know, but like no, because I've been. One of my very early memories as a kid. Not really.
No fucking
way. I went to
Here we go.
DR for the first time. We went to the beach, and some lady was walking topless down the beach with her husband and her child. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Damn, the DR goes hard. Yeah, I agree. Like, what the fuck? Like, I think the wife really thought here that like she was gonna like have so much backup.
She thought she was cooking.
Yeah, she thought she was cooking, but she was barely even baking, bro. Like she wasn't doing shit. And
yeah, no, the guy's not the asshole.
No, I agree.
Like,
not the asshole.
Here's the thing. Like, if you trust who you're with, it should not matter who they're talking with or like what that other person is doing. Even if she was being flirty, if he's not being flirty back, what the fuck is what's
the issue? Yeah.
Like now, if she was being like giga inappropriate and like putting her like tits on her, yeah,
Or
hands on him, tits in his
Hands,
face,
tits,
shit like
whatever.
that, then like,
Yeah.
then it's like, why aren't you pushing her away? Why aren't you like
Yeah, they just have small talk.
stopping that? Like, but like just talk, like, no. Like you should be comfortable enough in your relationship to trust who you're with enough to know that they're not gonna fuck around like that.
I bet you asked that
Especially
man
at
what color
17.
the bikini was. He doesn't even remember. He don't know. What
Yeah,
she was
probably not. Like it's one of those things where she got jealous, which
Yeah.
happens, but like don't make it the man's issue. And it's the same
Yeah.
vice versa, right? If there was like a super swole guy talking to her
Yeah.
and he got jealous and was like, well, you shouldn't be talking to guys like that.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dude is
it'd be
wearing
the
like
exact
small
inverse.
shorts. He was super jacked. His thighs
Yeah.
were out, and he would be like,
You
"I
could
can't believe you're
see
talking."
the whole log, like
Yeah, and he would be like, "I can't believe you talked to him." And she would be like, "Oh no, it was just I was just playing with our son." Like you wouldn't want that.
Bro,
Exactly.
If you're having an appropriate conversation, then it's whatever.
it's fine. Yeah, it's like she
The
wanted
setting
him to
matters, too.
like as soon as she starts talking, just put his hand up like this, showing the ring. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
like
People
dude.
have an appropriate.
Ma'am,
I think,
ma'am, ring, ma'am. It's like no, stop. Go
I
away.
think what is it? The setting, especially the setting matters.
A
here.
white
It's not like
woman.
the lady was walking down the boulevard in a bikini.
Yeah, you're on a beach.
Yeah.
And like as someone who has had people just like straight up assume what my intentions were, then they were way off fucking base. It's like, do you really like what kind of life does he get to live if he has to assume that every woman that talks to him is only after him because she's trying to flirt or something like that, right? Like
I do respect though
just
that the wife
fucking
said
miserable.
that was flirting. I don't know what the conversation was, but I do respect that she said it was flirting. But that man is dense. He had no idea. I could
Yeah.
see the lady flirting, but I
No,
just
yeah,
respect
that-
that he's
she
dense
probably
enough-
was
he's so
flirting.
dense.
She
The
probably was
only
flirting.
thing that
Probably
that
was.
man has eyes for is his wife.
Yeah.
I swear
Yeah.
to God.
So there is an
But there are
update.
some men that would have flirted back.
Yeah,
But he.
there is an update. Wife responded.
No
It
wife,
is
yeah.
a little long. It's like almost as long as the
God
First
damn, what
post,
does
so-
this lady have to say?
yeah. She has a lot to say.
She probably didn't like the responses.
Jesus Christ! I got it after first 100 responses that I was wrong. Not everyone on Reddit needs to chime in on this one. I thought this forum would back me up, but I guess I need to take the L like a champ. I am blessed to have a loving and caring husband and an amazing kid. I'm also used to women flirting with him all the time. It's not just when our son is with him, but it has happened at his work, bars, weddings, and other places. The worst was when I was giving birth to. Yeah. The worst was when I was giving birth to our son and the nurse helping with the birth told him that his hair looks like Prince Charming. It was 6 a.m. in the morning. He had just woken up. Followed by telling him,
that's
yeah.
super inappropriate.
Followed up by telling our son is so lucky that he got his blonde hair and blue eyes. That is fucking crazy. The worst part,
That nurse.
the worst part is he is not very perceptive when women flirt. He thinks that most women go around
Yes.
talking to strangers and compliment them on their looks because that is his life experience. When I try to tell
I
him
hope
that he
this
is,
man dies. I'm sick of this.
when I try to tell him that, he always gets very defensive. I do trust him with all my heart, though, and he is the best husband ever. Some of them are asking what
Look.
happened in my perspective. Go ahead.
Did she marry? No, I'm saying, who the fuck did she marry that he's this handsome?
Lord
damn.
Farquaad, but tall.
He's this handsome, but he's so dense that he literally only thinks that his wife likes him. You gotta respect it.
I mean, hey, she's not losing here. Like, what is she losing?
She married apparently like a 10 out of 10 that's being hit on a daily basis, even when he just wakes up for his son's.
That is
birth.
crazy, bro. That is so fucking
The
disrespectful.
nurse going for it in front of his wife is wild.
Right? Like wrist deep in his wife trying to catch a kid. She's all like, damn, you got some nice hair. Like
You miss
what?
100% of the shots you
Calm
don't take, baby.
down.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, sorry. Go continue.
We were all enjoying our time on the beach. My son wanted to run around, and my husband volunteered to watch him and let me relax. I was enjoying the ocean and occasionally watching them. At one point, I saw my husband and son sitting on the sand and a lady talking to them. No problem. She's just a passerby and noticed my toddler. I closed my eyes, and after 5 minutes, I see again, and now this lady is sitting next to my husband, and they are talking. I also noticed she was extremely attractive, and of course, I got a bit insecure since I have a mom bod now. She is laughing at God knows what my husband said. At this point, I started getting curious and was waiting for my husband to look towards me. He finally got up after my son was bored and came running back to me. I asked my husband who the person was, and that was just some mom on the beach having small talk. I asked him what the guys were talking about. He said the same things he wrote here. I told him she was gorgeous, and I asked if he noticed what she was wearing. He looked again and said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty bold." The whole incident rubbed me the wrong way. Then this lady kept popping up everywhere we went, and we met her every day. My husband introduced me to her the first time, and she just walked right past me and started talking with him. I then told my husband I was not comfortable with his new girlfriend. I was teasing him. And my husband then immediately blew her off next time she showed up. That's how you do it. But anyway, when we come back, I told him about my insecurity when I saw him talk to her and she was sitting next to him. He again got defense and told me that he was just being polite. That's when I told him not to talk to gorgeous moms in bikinis. He felt I was attacking him, but I could not help what I felt and was just communicating to him. This was a silly debate we were having, and I thought you guys would have my back. Anyways, I'll try to work on my insecurities and let him talk to moms in bikinis. One PSA is, please don't comment on that thread, blah, 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 blah. You guys are feeding the beast. Last night, he was sending me links to frames on Amazon because he wanted to print out this thread and put it on the wall. He says it's his first win against me, and the next time we have a disagreement, he can point to it and tell me about the time when thousands of people told me I was wrong.
He's going to get shot for that one.
My man.
Right. Okay, so...
I want to know what this man looks like. I'm sick of this. He needs to be shot and killed. Why can't I have this life?
Wow,
I don't complimented on a daily basis like this. What is this bullshit?
Honestly, bro.
I that's the thing though, right? Like she clearly was watching him, waiting for him to turn and look. This man, when his kid was done, didn't linger with the lady, got up with his kid and was like, all right, we're going back to mom, right? Like clearly there was nothing between him and this lady.
Lady's also like, what is it? She said she was concerned about her mom bod compared to this hot bod. He didn't even know what the bitch looked like.
Yeah, right? Like, it wasn't like he was putting on a show for her because he didn't even realize she was watching because she said she was watching for him to turn and look to her. He never did. He got up when the kid was done and walked back. Didn't linger with the lady. Nothing. That was pure on perfect. He did it exactly right. Like, it wasn't a show for her because he was just living life. He's just like, yep, nice talking to you. Went back with the kid. Didn't linger with her or anything like that, showing that there was like no connection, and it wasn't a show for her, the wife, because he didn't even know she was awake and looking, right? He was just with the kid.
They didn't even know what the other lady looked like. He said, oh, that's bold. He didn't know her bikini looked like.
Yeah, he didn't even fucking notice. He just like he looked at her forehead, bro. Like
yeah, like it's like she that was her being insecure, which I get it happens, but like
no, I get her being insecure, but she has to also recognize her husband literally has eyes for nobody else at this point.
Yeah. The context clues, man.
Like,
that woman could have walked up naked, he would have not noticed.
I feel like he would have noticed it and been like, whoa,
he would have noticed that, but like I'm just saying, like he has no eyes for anybody else at this point.
Yes. So that's definitely an L on her.
Yeah. And that's why I thought this post was funny.
Most of these people will be like the other person will actually do something wrong. This man actually did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing
Especially
on her. Nothing
after
she's
she
wrong.
voiced their insecurity, he was like, okay, and then he just stopped talking to the lady.
Yeah.
And like even when she voiced
that
her
is very
insecurity,
respectful, dude.
He was like, nope, I'm not talking to you. Like
Yeah.
he handled it in every way.
And she was like, please don't talk to her. And he's like, who? He's like, the memory's lost of who this woman is now.
Who are you talking about? I don't know who this is. What woman?
I really hope he's like a himbo. Like he's just like a brick. Like it's just nothing going on upstairs. He's just
there
like
can't be anything going on upstairs.
He's like
I bet he
drunk.
didn't notice the nurse hitting on him.
That was
what did
crazy.
the wife say? That this man thinks that people just give you compliments as a normal thing on a daily basis. He's just not used to normal people life. I'm sick of this. Pretty people should be killed. He needs to die.
Wow.
Damn.
Pretty people should be killed as a crazy statement.
Pretty people should just be killed.
He doesn't care about my life at
2024.
all, Martine. Come on now.
I know.
I can't even see what you look. I don't know what you look like.
That's why Dana has a camera, so that way nobody
Yeah, I gotta protect myself.
Yeah.
From people like Tim. He's all like, pretty people should die, and I'm like, oh.
Dana could have gotten a haircut and I wouldn't know. This is bullshit.
He hasn't cut his hair since he cut
my
his hair
hair's
like 4 years ago.
Still long, yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know.
You can just ask him.
No. What if he lied to me?
He wouldn't lie to you
Why would I lie?
about that.
Because lying is funny sometimes.
Name one time I've lied to you.
When we played Among Us.
You did.
I don't think I've ever played Among Us with you.
Were you not there for that day?
No, I didn't play Among Us with you guys.
I played Among Us.
They didn't show.
I think I marinated you, didn't I, Tim?
I marinated BB-8.
That you did. That was good. That was really good. That was really good.
Or BB-8. Way too
gaslit BB-8 into voting for Nikki, and I won.
That was the dumbest thing ever, dude.
It was so dumb. I should not have won that.
You should not have won that. I was like, BB-8, come on, man. That was a good one.
I mean, it happens in the pressure situation.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
it happens. I
yeah.
get it. I did the same thing happened with Decky and I can't remember who else it was, but I had like both of them like accusing each other when I was the bad guy who clearly just killed somebody. And I'm just like, yes, yes. And they were both. Neither of them suspected me. And I'm just like, oh man, one of you guys got to convince me on who I'm voting for.
Anyway.
Either way, Danny, you said you had to go now, right? So I guess we can. Can you make?
I mean,
do this?
I've yet to hear anything from my sister, so
I'll bet.
Okay, we can keep chatting.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me see if I can find this thing real quick. Let me see if I can find one of those, the Would You Rathers.
Okay. Oh, remember when you were asking me for like Metroidvania games that you would probably like as recommendations? I remembered another one. Infernax.
Infernax? Bet.
Yes. It's a very, very fun Metroidvania that has like morality choices and has like multiple endings based on that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's actually what I'm gonna play today with my little sister.
Nice.
They added a co-op mode.
There was a game that I was looking at TikTok and I wish I fucking saved it because it was like, oh, this is definitely a Dana game.
All right, hear me out.
Yeah,
I think I found one that's good. These are all really aids. I wanted one where it's like.
Oh, you said Would You Rather? Oh wait.
Yes, Would You Rather.
Oh, you found one?
Second. I might have found one that might be good. Let me just finish it just to see.
Okay. But no, yeah. I don't know what the fucking title was at all, Dana. I could barely remember it. I do remember the one that I wanted to show Tim. It was like a third-person roguelike.
Hey, Marty, I'm gonna send it because I think. Can you share your screen or no?
I can share my screen.
I sent it to
They
you.
would rather have dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000. $500,000. Who the fuck is Jay-Z?
Fuck Jay-Z.
I never understood those. Like, how much of a celebrity dick rider do you have to be to pick that?
Yeah, right? There's not a single person on this planet that if they were like, would you rather eat dinner with this person or have $500,000, I would choose over the $500,000. There's not
The
one
only
person.
ones I respect is when they're like, would you rather have relations with this person or the $500,000?
I would still take the $500,000.
I would still take
Like,
the $500,000 as well.
I don't need to get laid that bad.
Well, you're also in a relationship, but like, hear me out. I could ride in theory, you could, if you were somebody that's single, you could ride the clout enough to maybe make $500,000 off of it.
Of boning someone?
Yes.
You'd have like 15 minutes of fame, maybe.
Tell that to fucking Kim Kardashian.
What is on the screen?
Tell that to Kim Kardashian.
I'm trying to show you
I
guys.
don't even know who she
this is
boned to
new.
get popular.
That's cool.
Kim Kardashian fucked, what's that guy's name? Who was it that Kim Kardashian had relations
I'm sharing
with?
my screen so we can watch it together.
Yes.
All right. Let me play the video. Oh, it's the game. The Would You Rather.
Yes, that's the Would You Rather.
Do you want me to pause when it happens? Or do you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, let's pause so we can both
Sleep without a pillow or sleep without a blanket.
Sleep without a blanket.
I
I'm picking the
would
pillow.
sleep without a pillow.
I would sleep without a pillow.
You can turn
I
blankets
can sleep on
into
my
a pillow.
arm. I do that all the time.
Exactly.
You could like wrap up, like if you have like a thick blanket, wrap it up like on the like head part and just
Yeah,
That'd be
just
like a big
tuck
blanket,
it
yeah.
behind. Yeah, that's easy.
that one's the easy one. That's an easy one.
Okay.
I saw some of these already, so
Oh, people would say the same.
Never eat a hot meal again or never have a cold drink again.
Ooh.
Oh.
this is the one where I was like, oh, we have to use this one. This is diabolical choice.
That's horrible.
These are both so
Oh,
bad.
but dude, the best Coke is a cold Coke.
The
you
thing
know
is
what?
that there's certain drinks that are just terrible.
Warm or room temp. Yeah.
You can have.
I think I could survive never have a cold drink again over never having a hot meal.
Yeah, I think I could do that. I don't mind like
I'm
room
thinking the
temperature
cold
stuff,
drinks.
I
Most
guess.
Europeans do that, right? Where they don't use ice that often.
Yeah, they use hot stuff.
Yeah,
like
but they
have hot
also
soda.
live in a miserably cold area.
That's true.
You're not wrong. I'm thinking the never hot meal again as well, just because I can deal with like certain drinks.
Spend the
being
rest of your
medium.
life inside
Yeah.
or spend the rest of your life out.
Oh,
Spend the rest of
Jesus.
my life inside.
I think
easy.
inside, yeah. Yeah, inside.
I
I would,
do
just,
that
I would have a
now.
gym inside. I would be inside. Yeah.
I'd live inside now and don't ever want to leave.
Wear the same thing every day or never wear the same clothes twice.
Never wear
I
the
would
same
never wear the
clothes
same clothes twice. Easy choice for me.
So wait,
would-
let's say like you wear like a pair of pants, a t-shirt, all that stuff, and then you're never allowed to wear those things again.
That same one. Like you can't wear that same pair of pants, that same t-shirt, that same thing.
That's incredibly expensive. I would rather wear one thing forever and keep it clean.
I don't know.
Like
I don't know, because like, you're gonna wear the same.
No, here's
outfit
the
every single-
loophole.
What if you
Wear
have
it
to go
3
to a
times.
wedding?
Easy.
what? Wait, what?
Wear it 3 times.
Dumbass. No, you can't do that. Shut up.
I'm just kidding. No, but
No, I would pick the never wear the same thing because you're not. What if you have to go to a funeral and you're showing up in the like your PJs or some shit, or a wedding? You know,
I'm going to assume that if I have this curse upon me where I have to wear the same thing constantly, people are going to have to understand that when I show up in that outfit, right? It also depends on the outfit, right? Like if it's like a clown suit, obviously I'm not going to choose to wear a clown suit for the rest.
No, obviously you
That's
probably
incredibly
pick, like
expensive.
a general like t-shirt. It is expensive, but then you also
Yeah. Like
but
I
hear me
wouldn't be
out,
able to afford
you can
clothes.
shop cheap clothes. Go to like Goodwill.
you
or
can go to like
something.
thrift stores, I guess.
Yeah, thrift stores.
But
thrift stores,
does that mean like shoes too, or just like upper and bottom?
They said clothes. Shoes isn't clothes. It's more of an accessory, right?
Well, I mean, you gotta wear shoes. I guess you don't have
wear shoes.
to. All right, I think
Well, for
I
the
think
sake
I'll
of
never
this,
wear the
you're
same
gonna
clothes
do the shoes.
twice. I think I'll do this.
If it
I'm
is
going
shoes as
wear
well,
same
then I would
thing.
pick the wear the same thing, but that's just because the shoes would be the most expensive part over time. Hands down.
Well, they're showing SpongeBob as well, who literally has a closet full of the same outfit. So
Yeah.
my assumption is that like it's just like the same clothes, so like they don't like super wear down or anything like that.
Oh, like
Yeah.
same outfit. Like it's not the actually same,
the same
piece
outfit.
of clothing.
Yes,
It's just same
Yes, same
outfit.
outfit, every
same
single
outfit.
Mm.
Yes.
I guess you can wear something like neutral.
People are also gonna look at you like, do you not have anything else?
But like, no, I don't.
I chose the
I
red
guess
pill.
that's fair.
Yeah,
I
this was my option, man.
Wrestle a lion or fight a shark.
Oh, here we go, baby. This is my kind of question.
Oh,
This is my kind of question.
No,
I could fight a shark. You gotta punch
I
him
could
in the
easily
nose,
fight a
flip him
shark.
over. You flip him over, punch him in the nose.
Yeah, they're so easy to beat.
Aren't sharks like actually easy to beat? Like you flip them upside down,
You
they
just
get knocked out or
bump
something
their
like that?
nose and they're done. If you
Yeah.
flip them upside down, I think they die.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. There's literally a video of a diver where a shark was getting saucy with him. So he like grabbed the front of their nose and like pushed down. And they went up, and it was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was like they can't function when they're vertical. They don't know what to
You
do.
flip a shark, they go to sleep. Logan said, "Yeah, I'm fighting the shark then.
They go to
Punch him
sleep
in the
forever.
nose, flip him upside down. What are you gonna do about me?
Where's
Yeah.
where's
Don't ever
Kami,
test
bro?
me.
Where's Kami? We need his input.
Here's my issue. I am very afraid of like,
the
Oh, you don't
ocean,
like the
right?
ocean? That's right.
yeah.
This is Dana's fight. Do I want to die versus a lion or deal with
Hey!
the ocean long enough to flip a shark?
I actually know how you can survive against a lion if you're ever attacked
Put your
by
finger
one.
in its ass.
No.
Bro,
no,
you
that's
have
You
to wrestle.
shove
it.
your arm down its throat.
What the fuck?
Yes. Because it is a cat, and if it has a very strong gag reflex, if you jam your arm down this works for every big cat. If you jam your arm down its throat, it will literally puke and run.
Yes, but you have to do that and hoping that they don't go for a swipe first.
Dude, they're
Oh
gonna
yeah, no,
chomp
I'm
your-
getting mauled.
They're gonna
Like
chomp your arm
this
off.
is literally like they
Your
can't
last resort.
they don't have the mouth for that. That's why they have to kill things and then slowly rip it apart. They don't have the mouth to like
Yeah.
bite an arm off like a bear or something like that, right?
Mm.
Like I'm going to be like mauled, right? Like that's just a given. But like, what are my odds of not
we have
getting
enough
bit by a
scoring.
shark while I'm panicking underwater, like from this
I was- like,
motherfucker?
Are we panicking or like we know we're going into this fight?
I'm scared of the water.
Oh, I forgot. You would panic. You would panic.
Dude, Dan,
Like-
if you plop him like you know like the Google Maps guy, you just like boop. If you just put him in a fucking ocean of water, he will start flailing.
It's not that. It's not that. It's okay. It's like the unknown of the water. So like, if I can't see the bottom of water, I will start to panic because
Oh.
anything
No,
could
you're
fucking
looking
be
at the
down
shark,
there.
You're gonna see. Yeah.
Yeah, if I look down at the
What if
shark,
we
it's
put
over.
you? Okay. What if we put you in an aquarium with a bottom? Could you do it?
Coral reef, I'd fold that shark. Like if I can see the bottom, I'm folding that shark. There's
Okay,
no
so, like,
issue
So
there.
we put this in an aquarium. You're ready to do it because like, you can see the bottom.
Yeah, but like that's a controlled environment, right? I'm going to assume it's not a controlled environment that this is happening.
I mean, you're wrestling a lion. This is pretty controlled.
What type of? Yeah, this is. They put you in the lion.
Pretty
I
fucking
I
controlled.
just realized
Yeah,
it said the
wrestle.
words wrestle a lion.
Wrestle.
Grease me up. I'm going.
Bro, you're wearing a fucking leotard, like
Yeah, I'm going in there Nacho Libre style.
yeah, fucking mask and
Yes, but, like,
everything, bro.
For the sake of this one, we could be like, you're wrestling the line in its enclosure, like you're going into the enclosure all the
Yeah,
And then a shark in an aquarium.
Yeah, you're
I'm,
jumping into the shark enclosure. Like,
I'm the crazy fucking Florida guy jumping into an exhibit. Like, let's do this. Make sure you're
Pretty much.
filming.
All right.
I think Shark would be the easier W.
Yeah.
I
Why
would
would-
panic.
why-
Experience a
Alright.
constant
Sharks
Dude,
pain
I'm
or
telling you,
experience a
in, like,
constant
whoop their
itch.
ass.
Oh,
This is
Top one.
you rather
That's
deal
my
with
life
pain?
anyway. It's already that's my life.
I know,
already.
but oh man, I mean,
Or
I
you
deal
get
with
rid of
back
that pain,
pain,
you
but
get
like
itch
Jesus
instead.
Christ, if I can get rid of this back pain, I'd suck a dick for it, like straight up.
I would do the itch because my knee hurts when I wake up, and I'm like, this is AIDS.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
constant knee pain the entire day.
That's okay. If I could itch my
Yeah,
ass,
when
then
it's
I'd be done.
constant pain, you get used to it. An itch is always an itch.
That's okay.
like-
It's like let's say
Yeah,
it's like
you
right
still-
here.
yeah,
Like
no,
oh,
my knee hurts like
there we go.
I would say my knee probably hurts at least like 40% of the day if I fuck up.
My
It's
body
a-
has hurt constant since I was like 15.
But I'm saying that I
Or
don't like
14.
it though.
Well, yeah,
I don't
it's
like
not.
it.
If I could have no chronic pain in my life, I would choose
Constipation.
that.
But you would
Obviously.
rather have the chronic pain
That's what I'm
than
saying.
I
itch?
already have it.
I'd rather just like scratch
Would you
my
rather
neck.
Like,
have
here-
itch?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Because like
Okay.
here's the thing, right? Like lately I've had like these random itches on the back of my neck. I've dug at them till they bled. It's bad.
Damn. Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
it's maddening how itchy.
You have
Like,
poison
right
ivy?
there at the no. I've like checked in the mirror and all like that. There's nothing going on back there. It just itches like
I was
crazy,
gonna
and I
say,
don't know why.
I've gotten poison ivy where I scratched till I bleed before.
Yeah, and like it
That's
drives me
poison ivy's so bad.
insane. But constant pain, you just get kind of numb to it after a while. Like yeah, it sucks, but like my pain tolerance is so high now. I've been hit by vehicles and walked away, so I'm like,
I'd rather do itch even then.
nah, constant itch.
I'm gonna pick the itch, probably. I can understand Dana's, but
Be able to read minds
That was close.
or be able to see into the future.
Read minds easy. Fuck my. I
Oh.
don't know my future, bro.
not see into the
Both
future.
of those suck.
They don't both suck. If I can see into the future, I'm looking at the future stock prices. I'm going up, baby.
Okay, here's the thing. Like there was literally like I don't know if you guys have seen this. There was a Nicolas Cage movie where he had the ability to see into the future by like 5 minutes or some shit like that.
Wait,
Like-
it would depend on how much you can see into the future, actually.
Yeah, but
Why
like
don't you do this.
it was a really cool movie, but like having that knowledge fucking sucks because sometimes there's just no good answer
Our names
to
are
a
wrong.
situation going on.
That's okay.
Hear me out, Dana. I wouldn't even try to do anything good for the world. I'm winning the lottery, baby. I'm picking the numbers a day ahead. What do I care?
Yeah, I would definitely use it for that. Being
I'll
able to
win the
read
lottery.
minds seems like a huge burden. I don't want to know what you guys really think about me.
What if
Fuck.
like you think like this is your best friend, you read their mind, you're like, man, this motherfucker did not shut up.
Yeah, right. I would just have my
Damn,
feelings hurt
that'd be a bummer.
constantly.
I will kill myself if I
I'd
read
have
their
my
mind and,
feelings
like,
hurt all the time.
like, or like it would be good if like you read their mind and they agreed with you, or like they were like, oh, I love this person. You're like, oh, that's cool. And then you read like one person, I hope this person fucking dies. You're like, God
Yeah.
damn, what did I do to them?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? Like everyone has like genuinely insane thoughts in their mind, like on a day-to-day basis. You will
Oh,
have
I
like a
do.
crazy ass fucking thought, but it's because we don't act on them that like it's fine.
Yeah.
If you just had access to that all the time, like you would see some fucking vile shit in someone's head.
Okay, hold on, hold
Well,
on.
you're
hold on.
probably able to control it.
Yeah, because if you can control what you see in the future, you can control what you can, whose mind you could read.
Well,
Yeah.
no, like it's like, but that's the thing though, right? Like say I
We
read,
don't know how far into the future you can see. Because if I can see 24 hours in the future, I'm winning the lottery. But if I can only see like an hour, then I might
Yeah,
pick
but
the
like
mind.
if I read somebody's mind and they happen to be at the time thinking about like, man, I wish I could just murder kids.
What if
like-
they think about
oh,
like
fuck.
some, or hear me
Like
out, what if
that's gonna be a
what if
fucking
you're
like
reading somebody's mind and they just have like random porn on their mind at the
yeah, like right? It's just like or like they're
That's me every
thinking
day.
about, like say I read Tim's mind and he's like thinking about like, man,
Midget porn?
remember that time I sent that dick pic and now I've seen
Like-
Tim's dick and I'm like,
Okay.
ah!
You don't
You
see
get
your
hit by
bro's dick?
straight
That's
porn.
wow.
or like,
Like-
they're thinking about like they were giving somebody back shots, but like it was
yeah,
somebody,
right? Like I
somebody
don't
that
want to
was, like-
see that.
you just see random people's sex lives. Like,
It's like, oh no.
Or what if like you
Please,
read somebody's
no.
mind and it's like a
Bro.
swinger couple and they're looking at you like, oh, the things we do to him and their imagination.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Like
my
they're just like,
God.
they're like, God, we would wreck that guy. And it's like, oh no,
Oh my
oh
God.
oh no.
You get an image of the
I'm-
dungeon in your mind too, and you're like, no, please.
I'm going future on this one. Mind is too dangerous to go into.
Mind is
Mind
too
is-
dangerous. If you get one stray thought, you're like, please stop. Don't
Yeah.
be like
I still choose mines,
You
but
just start like
those are
covering
me.
yourself. You just feel dirty. You're like, I need a shower.
I can see
please.
that now because like if I read somebody's mind, you're like, man, the things I would do to that man's butthole, and you're like, what? It's qualified straight.
Oh my God. Alright, what's the next one?
Future would be devious though. You could definitely get away with it.
See blurry
Why?
all the
Read
time, or see
minds.
everything in black and white.
Bro, I do this already, bro.
Blurry.
This way.
Yeah.
I
I'm
do,
picking black and
bro.
white. That
I
would
do
be
this
cool.
already. I
Everything's
just
like
get glasses.
Okay, wait.
I would
With
tell people I'm
glasses though,
colorblind.
you can see clear.
Yeah,
No, but this is see blurry regardless of glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
that. But
Which
oh, man.
is obnoxious.
I'd rather.
I
I'd
get
I'm
rather-
thinking the
I'd
black
rather
and white.
this.
Because
I'd
you
rather
just tell
this.
people you're colorblind. There's people that live like this regardless. For both of them.
Okay, first off, colorblind is not people seeing in black and white.
No, there are people that are that colorblind. I think.
I don't think that's
I
a
don't
thing.
know.
think it's
There's
like a-
one like
Is this the
that,
thing?
but
I think it's
Isn't
like a
it?
gradient, like you
the
just
colors
can't
shift.
distinguish
It's like a
certain
different
colors.
hue.
Yeah, like it's hard for you to distinguish certain colors. Is what colorblind
Yeah.
generally is, or like your brain will flip flop what colors are. So like red is green and green is red.
People with monochromatic vision can see no color at all, and their vision consists of different shades of gray ranging from black to white. Rather than
That
seeing
is
the world unknown.
wild. I
Something
didn't know
like
that was
that
a
exists?
thing.
Oh my God.
Yes. So
I
there
think
is a
black and white
specific
would
color.
be what I would do, just because
I
then I
think I
can
would
live
do
my
that too.
entire life like an
And then
LA
you-
noir.
Yeah, and then you just tell people if people ask, "Oh, what color is this?" Like, I'm colorblind.
Just
Yeah.
like kind of just walking around, just like
If you're
Sorry,
driving, you
Kurt.
can't drive if you see too blurry all the time like that. You
yeah,
can't
no,
drive.
that's miserable.
Yeah, that was the last one.
That was the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
That was good. We gotta do those more often. Those. Were,
Yeah, I need to figure out a way where it looks better on stream. But yeah.
We definitely
Uh,
need to figure out like the.
Taylor just messaged me and said, "Hey, buddy, I'm going through it right now. Can we stream tomorrow? I get off early tomorrow, anyways. So, fuck.
All right. Well, there goes that idea.
right? Yeah, that's fine.
We're already at an hour and 40 minutes. It's fine.
Hear me out.
Yeah. So then now there's no rush. Whenever you guys want to end it, we can end it. Whenever you guys
Yeah.
want to keep going.
I just thought about with the future thing too. If you see into the future that something's gonna give you food poisoning, you just know not to eat it.
True.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's like a.
There's so many
kind of-
things you could avoid with the, even if it's like you can only see like an hour into the future. I just thought about
The-
there's so
the
much stuff you
issue-
can avoid.
Yeah, the issue is like if you don't have like great control over that kind of stuff, and it's like you see how you're gonna die or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, I don't
and
want
it's
that.
like, and then it's like, or you see one of your friends and how
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna die,
That would suck.
and it's like
It would depend.
you
yeah, it
have
would really depend on
no
the
way
future
of
set that you
preventing
get.
that, and you just get depressed, right? Like that's the kind of shit like that would worry me.
Yeah.
It would just depend.
Yeah. It just depends.
But
on
like
how far
I
you can look.
still think mind reading is more dangerous just because people's minds are so fucking chaotic, just in general.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like anybody peering into my head, like I don't even think I have like a giga devious mind right like that.
They
It's just
see me
like,
thinking
brain-
about league teammates and what I want them to happen to them.
It's just Tim with a fucking torture room in his head for his
He's a
league
flamethrower.
team.
I hope this person fucking.
It's just like a username getting fucking annihilated, just like because he doesn't
Yeah.
know what they look like or anything like that. Just all like,
They're league champion too.
yeah, that fucking Draven. I swear to God.
I'm the Draven player nowadays.
You're the Draven player now, huh?
Yeah.
So that means
totally
when somebody
Draven.
plays Draven, you get mad because they're not performing as you.
Yeah, true.
That's how I am with Vayne. I'm like, you fucking suck with Vayne. And then,
I'll show you a good Vayne gameplay.
all right.
No, you would just see me being like, I hope this fucking support like uninstalls the game, but like in worse words.
Yeah, yeah. You say it in a lot worse words.
Yeah, it would be terrible.
Yeah. They're like our DMs, but worse.
Pretty much.
Our DMs aren't even that bad, to be honest.
Old people in office. Yeah, old people too. I'd be like, this old motherfucker has to stop.
Yeah.
God.
Lightning round question. Favorite movie? Go.
Favorite movie?
Step Brothers.
Um,
God damn it.
Shrek. I'll pick Shrek. Shrek is probably my favorite movie on it, honestly.
Shrek, really?
I think Shrek has the perfect combination of romance, comedy, action, and like a lot of other things in fantasy.
It's very funny. Like,
Which
it's very
Shrek?
funny. It holds
Originally
up.
Shrek 1 or
Shrek 1 or Shrek 2? One of those two.
I can agree with Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is really fucking good.
I think they're
Like
both.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay, since I know what Martine's was, and let's spice this up a little better, right? Like let's go with like what was like your favorite like Disney-esque cartoon growing up? We'll say that, right? It doesn't have to be a Disney cartoon, but like yes.
Like a
So,
show
like-
or a movie.
Either one. I would prefer a movie like I'll say mine. Mine was The Swan Princess. That cartoon was fucking peak growing up for me, and it's because the villain was awesome. I loved him. His name was Rothbart or some shit like that. He's like this like he looks like fucking Dr. Wily from Mega Man, but he was like a buff wizard guy who was balding. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Actually, old
Uh,
Disney movies. Probably
I used to
Toy Story
when I was a
Toy Story's pretty
kid.
bopping.
I used to love Chicken Little.
Chicken Little?
Yeah,
Stop.
Okay.
That shit was ass.
that's fucked up, but all right. What'd you say, Mary
Mulan's
Poppins?
also a great one.
No, I said maybe what did I just say? Maybe Toy Story. Toy Story's pretty popping.
Toy Story? Yeah. It's also a
Story's
good one.
I can't think of like my favorite one because like
It's a hard question. It's
Did you guys
Uh,
both watch Invincible?
no, I haven't seen the newest.
No, but in
I saw
general.
like a recap thing or like a
No, but have you seen like the first season?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't like full watch the first season, but I did watch like basically like a recap thing where they like were like
After Marty.
all the
answers-
main key points they
Yeah.
showed it because I was like I didn't know if I was interested and I was like okay that's neat.
After Marty answers this question, now I'll say my
Wait,
question.
hold on. Is Emperor's New Groove Disney?
It's close enough, I would say.
No, but it counts. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be
It's
Disney.
Disney esque.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah, Swan Princess isn't a
Oh.
Disney cartoon. The Swan Princess is not a Disney cartoon. That's what I'm saying.
Oh shit!
It can be
hold on.
Disney or like a Disney-esque cartoon like that.
Oh, shit, there's even more now. Fuck.
I forgot about that.
God damn, there's even more now.
Yeah, there's a ton. But, like, there's
I'm
so many
picking,
good
like,
ones.
I picked a generic answer with Toy Story. I feel like, but like it's a good one though.
Toy Story's good. Yeah, like that was one of my
Yeah.
favorite things to watch growing up. Straight up.
Fuck, this is a hard question.
Emperor's New Groove is also a fantastic one.
I think I'm
Emperor's
gonna
New
stick with
Groove is
Emperor's
a
New
solid
Groove. That's
choice.
really good.
No, that's a solid choice. That's a very good
Yeah,
movie.
I'm gonna think with that because I also like Monsters Inc. as a kid, but I don't think I liked it.
Monsters
as
Inc.
much.
was good.
I liked it, but like it wasn't like something where I'm like, yeah, Monsters Inc. Let's go.
I
right?
would
Like, was-
rewatch it a fuck ton because of that scene when he thinks Boo is getting fucking compacted and he just keeps looking and just fucking faints again. That shit would kill
Okay.
me. It
That's
was
a great.
so-
That's a great scene.
Wait, no, I
Goddamn
changed my
funny.
I changed my answer. I changed my answer. The Iron Giant.
Iron Giant. Yeah, that's a good one.
That is probably
Iron
my
Giant.
actual favorite movie. From
Yeah, I forgot that you actually love that movie. You remember you were talking about it.
yeah, Iron
while
Giant's
back.
fucking pimping.
Do you need to play
Iron Giant's
multiverses
pimping.
when it comes
The
out?
Land Before Time is pimping. Got Littlefoot out there.
Incredibles is also really good.
The Land Before Time is some of the most depressing movies of all
Finding
time. though.
Nemo.
Yeah,
I don't know
Jesus.
who decided that they were going to make kids movies so goddamn depressing. But
That's the
Land
thing. A
Before
lot of
Time
the old
was.
ones like that were fucking giga depressing.
Yeah.
Like they were just like, bro, what? Fox and the Hound?
Oh,
Have you ever seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that one's like super depressing too. I'm just like, man.
Yeah, that's like Land Before Time. They're like, you know, it'd be fucking hilarious if we kill this kid's entire family.
Fuck.
Got his ass.
How could you? Do this,
Robin
man?
Hood, the one where they were like
The
foxes
Fox.
and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, also a great cartoon.
Yeah, that's a
All
good
Dogs
They
in
did a
Heaven
little
is
bit.
good.
but, like, what one?
All Dogs Go to Heaven was good. That's what Logan
Yeah.
said was his favorite.
Oh, I didn't think
What
I
was
seen that
another?
one.
Wait, no. What was that other creepy one? 101 Dalmatians was creepy as all hell with Cruella DeVille.
Yeah,
Like the
no,
goddamn devil.
she's an underrated villain, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys
Because
remember?
like
Sorry. You guys remember that really fucking shitty ass like animated cartoon called Puka with the little fucking Chinese girl and the Chinese
No.
guy? No, you guys never seen it?
I never seen it.
I'll
let me
link
look
it
this up.
right now.
Oh god.
P
Yeah,
U
he
C C
cries
A.
every time he watches The Fox and the Hound.
They were like very small episodes. Oh my god! I just got a fucking flashback.
Yeah, with the ninjas. The little
Yeah,
ninja
the little
character.
ninja character, little ninja Chinese.
Yeah.
There's a
I never
show.
really watched the show. I seen it, like I'd seen it like be on TV and stuff like that, but like I never like sat down and, like watched it.
You guys ever seen Minuscule?
Minuscule?
Minuscule, basically. It's kind of like Minuscule, but with minus. It's like a show about bugs, and they're just like animated bugs, and they just do random bug shit. This would show up in the middle of the night when I'm watching like, I think it was like Cartoon Network. No, not Cartoon Network. Where did it air? Where did it air?
Minuscule cartoon.
It's a Disney Channel show. It was like very late at night when like, you know, I was about to go to bed and like Minuscule would show up right before like fucking Wizards of Waverly Place or something.
They look weird.
Yeah, it's very odd. They look almost like realistic, but then also very cartoony.
This would give me nightmares if I was younger.
It was very
watching
odd. It was very odd.
Like that's.
They don't talk. It's just like bug noises.
Okay.
But what were you
Who
gonna say?
watched A Bug's Life?
I did.
Yes.
Okay, now who also, after watching A Bug's Life, watched fucking Ants?
It's the same movie.
Yo, Ants is. I watched Ants recently. We started watching it.
I saw that shit as a kid. The scene with the termites. That's
Yes.
like that's. I was like,
Bro, they had that dude talking to like half a head after.
yeah. I was like, what's happening? Why?
That's funny though. We were watching Ants in Spanish. I believe Michael.
You
was
watched
changing
Ants in
it.
Spanish?
I believe Michael was changing it into Spanish.
Come
You should watch
on,
Shrek
now.
in Spanish. You should watch Shrek in Spanish. If you want to watch a
Yeah, no,
Spanish
regardless,
movie,
have
watch
you
Shrek.
Marty, have you seen Ants though?
I seen like bits and pieces of Ants. I've only
First
seen
of all,
Bug's Life.
Bug's Life is a very cutesy animation, whatever. Ants looks creepy as hell to begin with. Like the
Yes.
art style, whatever, is just regardless, it's unsettling. That movie is literally entirely about class wars, genocide, sacrificing people so that way you don't have to feed them anymore.
I remember reading a review on it.
that
And it's saying
entire
it's like,
movie
yeah,
tackles so many wild subjects, and it's quote unquote a kids movie.
My mom and dad bought that so we could watch it because we watched A Bug's Life as well, and they were like, "Oh, another cute bug movie." Nope.
Not a bug. I remember that movie creeping me out as a kid. And
It was
we watching it
horrifying.
though, I'm like, there's no way that's a kids movie. They tackle so many social issues in that movie.
Mm-hmm. And like the whole time, like it just, first of all, like the it was just weird having Sylvester Stallone as an ant. Like I couldn't stop seeing Sylvester Stallone as an ant. I don't know why, but like the again, the scene with the termites where they're like literally melting ants and like just people screaming and dying, and then like he picks up that one guy's head and is like talking to the head. I'm just like,
oh my god, that movie has so many not so many parallels. That part parallels very well with like Starship Troopers, how like the people get massacred,
Yeah.
except it's a fucking kids movie.
yeah,
So
that's not something you should be showing to kids. Like
yeah.
that's not cartoon violence. That
This
dude
was-
melted.
Looking
He's
back at it,
dead.
that is basically the kids' version of Starship Troopers, where they're showing like the government doing crazy shit, except it's the ant government doing crazy shit, and the queen being none the wiser to her general doing. Oh my god! I don't know how that was a kids' movie. Who allowed that?
I gotta drop something in general real quick, just because I just seen this on Twitter and it was funny to me.
God, bro. Speaking, yeah. Now I'm thinking like, no, that's the Invincible thing that I'd seen it on Twitter, but like, what was like is there
Bro,
any like
that's a
first
bro.
episodes you guys can think of that had like a crazy like what the fuck moments like in the first episode, like an Invincible, you know, like the ending of that. Like some.
Are we talking,
or,
about like the entirety of season 1, or just
no,
like
the first episode, like first episode, catch you by the balls, like you weren't expecting that type shit. Because
I watched
remember
it
when I
backwards.
first-
That was my issue. So I watched like the last 3 episodes, and I watched the beginning.
Oh,
and I'm
okay,
like,
that's different for you then.
oh,
You know, if you go into Invincible the first time, I feel like the first episode catches you off guard because, like, you look
Oh,
at this
yeah.
and you're like, "What is this Marvel copycat show?"
It caught
You
me
get to
off
the
guard
end of the
too.
Episode, and you're like, "What the hell?"
yeah.
yeah.
Where it
No,
just,
I get it.
just becomes a massacre.
Like I'm used to shows ramping up to that, or like catching you off guard with a ramp up like that. Like
Yeah.
I think one would probably be like My Hero. Like I wasn't expecting them to literally kill characters. Like,
Spoiler.
like people start dying, and I'm
That's
like,
not a spoiler. They kill characters in the show.
yeah, I'm not saying who's dead or not.
They did. Yeah,
People
they would've
die,
been like,
spoiler.
I can't believe this person died.
Yeah, I kept it intentionally vague, but like,
If
I
there's
didn't
one
think they
thing-
were gonna
oh my
ramp up
gosh.
into like, oh yeah, we're gonna off these characters. And I'm like, excuse me, what?
There's some characters I wish died in My Hero. I wish it was more willing for me.
Mineta.
No, for me, you remember the fight. This can't be a spoiler. That season is so old at this point. When All Might whoops All for One's ass, and he raised his fist for that last time, I wanted him to die right there. I wanted him to die standing with his fist in the air.
I have
You
You wanted
expected
All Might
it.
to die?
I have expected
I
it, but then it
wanted All
didn't.
Might to die right there.
I did not. I'm sad that he's not like All Might anymore. But like, it lets him live his life now. If that makes sense.
I get that, but I like when shows are willing to kill off their characters.
But he only
and I
cared
wish
about
that he
like
would've
being a
died then.
hero.
He didn't only care about being a hero. He cared about
The students.
he cared about the future of his country and stuff like that. That's why he was
America.
like what he was. No, he's not in America.
I know, but he's
in
American.
Japan. He is American, yeah. I want to see the new season simply because I want to see that like female All Might or whatever the fuck it was coming over, where she's literally just like riding on a jet.
I
I-
didn't even know
I
this.
like
I want to see what she's about. I'm
I
like,
her character.
nice.
She's one- On I like she's actually one of my favorite characters from My Hero. I think she's cool. I've been
What?
God, I sometimes My Hero is one of those mangas where I don't read it. I just watch the spoilers for every week, so I'm just caught up with the story. I've been
I don't
watching the
read-
spoilers.
I've been
every
avoiding
week for
One
My
Piece
Hero.
ones, dude.
Wait, no, Martine, I don't think you understand. I've been watching the spoilers for that and One Piece for like
I can't, dude.
I want to say like 4 years now. I haven't.
One
read
Piece?
My
Have you
Hero.
not actually
No, My
watched
Hero.
One Piece?
Oh.
No, I'm talking about My Hero.
Oh, I was like,
One
I'm
Piece
gonna
spoilers,
slap
not
you.
No, Tim's read One Piece.
No, I still keep up with One Piece myself. But My Hero, I haven't read in like 4 years. I've just watched the spoilers for it.
I haven't watched it since.
Well, I'm talking like when people would leak the manga panels and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I would just watch those videos and be caught up.
Oh,
So
on
that's,
now.
that's how I know all of My Hero. 'Cause
There's
I'm just too lazy.
There's a lot of One Piece spoilers on my Twitter right now. I just avoid them, like because I don't want to see it. I want to watch
I'm
it.
ahead on one.
I've muted One Piece on Twitter. I refuse to see the spoilers.
You know what's worse? The worst one is JJK. JJK spoilers were getting leaked like.
I don't watch that show, so like it wasn't like
It's pretty good.
people spoiling like big things like that, no matter who like what show it is or like that. I always think that's just
The-
kind of a dick move.
The anime communities are so terrible. Now, before they would spoil something sometimes, nowadays people are spoiling stuff from leaked panels.
Yeah, like I get like if
That's,
like
you don't even have a
a
physical
week
chance at
or
that
like
point.
yeah, like if 2 weeks passed, like sure, I get it. People need to watch the show if they care that much, where they're like, no spoilers, like watch the fucking show then, right? But if it's pre-leaked stuff that like
Yeah, no. That's you need
me,
a
I'm not
chance.
someone who looks for leaks. I don't go after something like that. And then like
Yeah.
when that hits me, I'm like, bro, like why?
Yeah, no. That's why like I don't mind spoilers for me because I'm caught up with the leaks. So for me, it's pretty much I just get like the early advancement on it. You know what I mean? But if you're somebody that's not caught up, or you like to read the chapters on the day that it comes out, which is like on a Thursday or Friday, and you get leaked like 3 days before on stuff that you
Yeah.
weren't ready for, like that's rude. And or if it's
Yeah.
because of a meme, you used a meme before the thing even came out, get out of here. Stop it.
It's the same like it's almost the same premise of like backseaters when you're streaming, right?
I hate backseaters. Backseaters should okay. I don't mind like small tips and stuff. Like when I was playing Balatro, Nick was like telling me things I didn't pay attention to, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice, thank you." But I don't want like you're not telling me how to play. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Roll
and-
here,
and-
do this here, do that here.
yeah,
You did like, oh, go up the ladder, do shit. It's like, no, how about you go fuck yourself? I'll go. Up the
yeah,
ladder when I
like
want.
oh my god, Souls games are the fucking worst for that.
Yeah.
Where like, and it's like.
Oh, where they tell you like
Brother.
exactly where a fucking OP weapon is, and I'm like, oh well, great. I'm not gonna fucking get it. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll get it and
Yeah.
break it in front of you. and
Yeah,
then
I'll
you can
drop
suck
it.
my
I'll
ball.
sell it.
And
I'll
go
sell
through
it
this
to
game
a
with my
merchant.
fucking fists. I don't
Yeah,
care.
no. I have
Like-
no backseating on my streams now, not because I mind like small chips, but because
You
it's
had
a-
people.
when
You had
people
people
want
show up and do that.
and try to teach me how to play. Yeah, I don't mind tips, but don't be like telling me how to play.
Yeah.
I want to learn.
When
Let
you
me
go
get
up
the
that
experience to
ladder,
learn.
there's gonna be two guys. You need to watch out. There's gonna be a guy behind you and a guy in front of you. The guy behind you is gonna run in with his sword. It's like, man, that'd be a really cool, intense thing for the stream to experience if you weren't fucking ruining that right now for me.
Yeah.
Now I know everything that's gonna happen, and now I'm just gonna kill them. Like,
Yep.
like that.
Yeah,
This
I
the
wanna-
experience.
I don't
is
get
what-
to experience the ambush that you got to experience now because
Yeah.
you wanted to be a dick.
Exactly. And it's not even like that they want to be a dick. It's that they want to feel like they know, right?
Or they want
want
to feel like they're
They're
smart.
helping you. They want to feel like they're
smart.
helping you.
They want to feel smart. They want to feel helpful. It's like, bro.
They want to feel like they're
how-
helpful, but it's not helpful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not helpful because it's like
Like it's
People
not
wanna
always a
experience
bad
it.
intention thing, you know. Like
Oh, it's
not,
not always bad
it's
intentions.
some people are bad intentions. Other people are just more of they think that they're doing something good. Which
yeah
is
when
like,
it's not.
Yeah.
But like that's at that point, it's like you're not being helpful. You're being obnoxious.
Yeah. Is a difference? Yeah. Like I said,
Yes,
like Nick
there's a
said, it's a
huge
difference.
difference.
Tips are fine. Don't play the game. Like when Saturday was playing Sekiro and Martin would be like, "Oh, if you tried this for like certain things, or like this is how you would deal with it." But that's because Saturday asked.
Yeah, he would ask.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I didn't say a word until he said, "Hey, I need help." I'm like, okay.
I was about to chastise you, but if he asked,
no,
perfectly
he
fine.
asked. He asked,
If
so
you
that's why I
a-
did it.
if I'm like, "Oh man, how do I do this?" and somebody's like, "Oh, you do this," I'm like, "Okay, thank you." That's because I asked the question. Don't come in here and be like, "Hey, you died 4 times fighting that boss. How about you do this?" Like, no, I want to fight the boss until I learn how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the one caveat I have is like if I do directly ask, help me. But I do also have to say like, unless I'm specifically saying chat help me, do not answer because
Okay,
I
that's
will.
fair, because sometimes I'm
talk
like,
out
"God
loud.
damn, how
Sometimes
do I
you'll
do
say
this?"
like, "How do I do
Yes.
this?" and then you'll like, "Oh fuck, I didn't
Because
really."
you're streaming
Yeah.
and you have to keep talking because you're streaming.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just fucking dead air while you're like
getting your ass beat.
you just sit there in thought, and it's like, well, that's nothing for the viewer. You have to let them know, like, oh man, how do I here's my thought process. What am I doing here? Like, backseaters are always like the most obnoxious.
Backseat
thing.
just pissed me off.
I have exclamation point backseat as a command in my stream. I've had it for years now, and it just links to one of Ross's videos talking about why backseating is fucking ass and that you're an asshole if you do it. And like, I asked him specifically if I could do
And
it.
I have that link.
Yes,
Wait,
absolutely.
actually, do I have to ask your friend first? Wait.
No, he
No,
said like
yeah.
I even asked him, and he was like, "No, you don't have to ask me. You're giving me more views to show
bet.
that."
I need
He's like,
that because I want
feel
that. I want to be
free.
able to like type exclamation point backseat if somebody does a backseat and be like,
Yeah,
Here's
exactly.
a video. Watch this.
And it's a good video too. Like legitimately, it's a solid
good video.
video
It's a good
explaining
video.
why like,
Yeah.
hey, this is why you shouldn't backseat.
Yeah.
But like,
it ruins the fun. Because I think a huge part of what makes, especially single player, if it's a multiplayer game, sometimes it's whatever. Like it's to a certain degree.
I agree.
Like if you're like certain multiplayer games, it's what like it's not like a story based game. It's like, oh, this gun's technically better.
Oh,
this
man.
technique's technically
Story
better.
games would piss me off if somebody
But
spoils it for me.
story games or co-op games, it's
Yeah.
like
It's like I'm gonna hurt
the
you.
whole point, because I want to discover. I'm playing a single player game to discover things and learn and be better at the game.
It's the dopamine rush of that new experience and that
I got
the
to learn.
desire
I
to
got
find
to
that new
it.
thing.
Yeah.
And feeling like you accomplished something, and that
I
gets
know.
ripped away from you when someone's like, "Hey, over here's that thing you were looking for." And it's like,
Yeah.
great, I'm so happy you've done this.
Yeah.
Like I'm somebody that sucks at puzzles and games, but when I figure one out, I'm like, God damn, I'm fucking intelligent right now.
Yeah.
Red shoes.
Like so. But yeah.
I try not to bring that up anymore because I know you hate it so much.
I do hate it. Yeah, I hate it a lot. But
Oh
I
my
brought it up, so
God.
it's fine.
Oh man, that night was so, and I get it, right? You had been playing
Yeah.
games for a while. You were tired, but that was the most painful fucking hour of my life watching you go through that.
It took a long time. It was almost as long as like when I played Undertale for the first time and do that puzzle.
the
The
conveyor belts.
Yeah, the conveyor belt. Oh my god. I could do that so easily now. Like even in like okay, any other game that has that kind of puzzle, I know how to do it now. Like every single time. But
it's the experience,
it's
right?
the experience.
And like
It's
that's the thing though, right? Because no one helped you with that, it created that funny moment for like the chat for you. It's a nice clip now and people kind of reference back to, and little jokes here and there. Like it was good content.
Yes.
And when like it, you steal that from everybody when you
I think it's especially true. I don't know anything about this red tree, but I think you especially take that if it's a puzzle. If you solve a puzzle for somebody.
It was a puzzle.
Mine was a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you solve a puzzle for somebody, it's especially egregious to me.
The puzzle. The puzzle was literally he had a pair of glass slippers that were red, and he needed clear glass slippers. And there was water in front of him to wash off the glass slippers.
It even tells you to wash if you wanted to, but I just kept spamming the button to like skip the dialogue because I read it a million times.
You're like me.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
It was just that one time because I usually read the dialogue, but that time my brain filled in the rest. It read the first word and filled in the rest.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I do that too. Yeah. Okay.
He jumped to conclusions, so for like an hour he was like, what the fuck do I do? And so he would like wander around and go back to it and like touch what he needed to touch. And I'm like, he's got it. And then he would like, he would just like mash through it. I'm like, fuck, no. And then he'd walk away and like 20 minutes come out. He's like, it has to be around here, right? So he'd do it again. And he'd touch the thing. I'm like, huh? And then he'd
and I just go back.
I'm like, fuck. It was so rough to watch, but it's such an iconic thing now.
Yeah.
Like,
if you know, you know.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love those games still to this day. Those are good games.
God, I'm not gonna say who it was. I don't want to name names. When I played WoW, that shit was AIDS.
I already know who you said. As soon as you said WoW,
no.
as soon as you said WoW, I knew exactly who you're talking
They were
about.
trying to tell me how to play, and I was like, you don't tell me how to play shit.
That was funny as fuck.
The look on your face. You don't tell me how to play shit.
Listen, I'm not like some like God-given gamer. I'm not like top of the line, but I will figure things out.
Yeah, you're competent, right? Like you're a competent human being, and as an MMO, it's not gonna be beyond your capability to figure out.
MMOs are not that hard.
It's WoW. If I I will look up the tips and tricks myself. Don't tell me what I do.
Like, you're telling me this shit because you probably looked up a guide because you didn't fucking know. Give me the option to look up a guide if I want to figure stuff out like that, right? Yeah. Like, don't fucking tell me.
They were telling me how to play. I was so mad. I was so mad because they were telling me how to play. They were telling me what to do. You're like, oh, well, you're playing it wrong. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it how I want to do it.
Man, if somebody
like,
says...
I don't care if my shit's not like min-max optimized. Blow me, right?
Yes, I'm having fun.
Like, see, that's where, like, I'm a mean mod. Because I see people's backseat like that, and like there is no like second chance on that. They get like immediately. I'm like, all right, you're in timeout for 10 minutes. Like, if you come back and start it up again, bye, you're gone. Like, there's no waiting. Like, you need to shut the fuck up. Let people have fun.
Yeah, especially with somebody's first time with the game. Let them learn.
Like, like if I remember, like you were like that was your first experience with WoW was like those like hardcore things. Yeah, exactly. So like, what the fuck? Let someone learn.
And I had fun learning.
You did, and I will never forget the day where I was chilling with Aaron and I just seen, or he was like, someone named Condussy just died, and I was like, no. I immediately messaged him and he's like, yeah, I just got off the game. He said you DC'd or something like that, got killed by UDC, and I was like, no!
Yes, it pissed. That was one of my characters. I think my internet died for literally like 2 minutes.
Bro.
I got it back up, relogged in, and the thing I was fighting, I had 1 HP, it had 1 HP. If I had pressed heal immediately, I would have lived and killed it. I didn't press the potion right away.
That's so fucking rough.
Bummer.
Dying because my internet died was probably that pissed me off so much because I was already committed at that point. My character was a decent level. There was no reason for him to die.
That's always the worst. Is when like if I died because I did something fucking stupid, that's
I'm fine with that. That's fine.
Like I'll hold that L. If I die because of some other outside force, especially if it's like a game glitch or something like that, I am livid.
Like, one of Jesh's characters died because his character glitched through an elevator floor.
Bruh.
I would have uninstalled him. I would have uninstalled the game.
His character was like level 30 or level 33 or something like that, and his character glitched through the elevator floor and died, and he lost that entire.
WoW would have been dead to me. WoW would have been dead to me.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
That was hardcore was fun. I think now that it's died
Yeah.
out, I'm probably never gonna go back to WoW. There's no point in me going back to WoW.
Yeah,
not a big- I
I
think
want a
only
good
MMO
MMO.
The only MMO I'll probably play would be the Riot one when it comes out.
I'll probably play
I
that one
would-
too. That's like the only
I would-
MMO I'll probably play.
I want to get back into Final Fantasy 14.
I have a
really
friend that's
enjoyed
really
that.
into that right now.
Like, it's a very fun game, and like story wise, it's slow. It's a slow burn for sure. So you don't want to like hard grind through the story. But like, it's insanely well written. Like
I believe
the
you.
whole thing is very well written, but like
I'm-
it is slow.
I've been seeing a lot of Final Fantasy. I'll be honest with you. How do I word this? A lot of MMOs, they kind of look like shit. I'll be honest with you, compared to like other games.
No, I get it.
And
They're all like used generally like turn based or like turn based
It's not
esque.
just
Where it's
that.
like
It's the way the characters look and everything. Like the games don't look that appealing to me most of the time.
okay, I will say I don't understand that with Final Fantasy because that whole game is a fucking
And Black
spectacle.
Desert too. Holy shit, Black Desert looks nice.
No, I say most of them.
Yeah.
No, most, not all. I've
Well-
watched a lot of Final Fantasy looks good, but like a lot of MMOs look kind of like shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I don't play them. I've played a lot of MMOs in my day, a lot of them, but like I don't play them anymore because either A, they killed themselves, or B, like they just
Yeah.
they just don't hold up.
Me and Dana actually bonded over an MMO.
Yep,
Which one?
that's where we met.
Blade and Soul.
Blade and Soul. Yep. I had no idea who the fuck he was. I thought he was a punk kid.
Based.
It's like we were like you got introduced to me through that game. I can't remember who like brought you into it.
Well, it was League, but I think we played League like once or twice, and then I hung out. I just wanted to hang out with you guys and call.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you guys were playing Blade and Soul. I'm like, oh, I played Blade and Soul, and then we started playing Blade and Soul.
That's what it was. Is that like we played League a couple times, and then I think it may have been Jess that asked if you could come chill and call.
Probably. Because
And
I was just trying to make friends at the time.
I remember immediately going like, it's like I just didn't want to meet new people. I'm not a big people person, and it's not like a personal thing on
Is
anybody.
that how you felt when you met me, Dana? Be honest.
Yes, I'm not a people
Everybody.
person. Like
It's probably
It's
everybody.
like it's everyone. Like
Logan too.
no offense to Decky too, Logan too. Like I'm not a soup like. I come off as charismatic, and I don't know why people are drawn to me, and I do not like being around huge groups of people or meeting new people. But I will be respectful, and that's generally how friendships are made for me. Is like I'm respectful, and I'm like, okay, I'll give them a chance, and then that happens.
I think it was for me. I would have been more like that if I wasn't forced to talk to a lot of people from my old church days, because I was part of like a lot of like the leadership stuff. So like I had to introduce new people, I had to meet them, figure out
Fuck
talk to
that.
them and stuff. And then whenever we did events with other churches and stuff, I had to talk to the people from there. I had to be in charge of stuff. I was setting stuff up, so like I had to talk to a lot of people on a consistent basis. I was forced out of like I wasn't allowed to not like people.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat where like when I'm actually it was around the time when I met Dana. I was part of well, at my work, I was like the guy that would set up things like hangouts between coworkers, especially like I had friends, right? And then those friends had other friends, and I'm like, oh, how about we all just hang out at a certain place? And I would like choose the place, ask them, choose the time. I would bring in new people. Like for example, like, there's like a new coworker that didn't have any friends. I'd be like, and I would talk to them. I'm like, oh, they're cool, kind of cool. Let's invite them out. And so I would bring them to these social gatherings, and then they would become friends with other people, and become a bigger circle.
Yeah.
And I still do that now. Like Dana, you and Tim, like
I feel like once you develop that thing, like for a while, you're like a very social.
yeah, you become a
Thing.
social
Whereas-
person. Yeah.
Even if you like, I feel like being antisocial or something like that is something that you could definitely change if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can change it. It just requires
If you
work
want
if
to.
you want to. Yeah.
And for me, like I was very shy when I was a kid. I didn't talk to people that often. I'm still shy at times, but like for the most part, like I'm willing to like go out there and be like, hey, what's up? Like new people.
Mm.
It's because of that.
It's definitely gotten easier with me being older because like I'm at the point in my life where it's like you either like me or you don't, right? Like I don't have the fucks to give anymore for like trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And I will say with Martine it was easier because like we did like hit it off a little bit, and then like I remember Martin like mentioning he wanted to stream, and I was like, yeah, he could probably do it. And he's all like, you think? And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's not like a super difficult thing. I was like, you're a nice guy. You can probably get it to work. And you're like, one of your first streams was Blade and Soul with all of us playing together. And I was like, yeah. For you, Tim, it didn't help that like the first like 20 interactions with you I had was you showing up in a chat and yelling anal. I'm just like, what is this guy's problem?
I knew it was gonna be a like rumpy. I knew it was gonna be a bumpy start meeting, getting you guys to talk.
And I was like, I didn't like immediately like hate you or like that because I'm just like, man, this guy, that's what he does every time he comes in is just say anal. I got used to you doing that. But
that's how
like,
I announce myself.
You would say anal and then just vanish, and I'm like, all right.
That was like my version of exclamation point lurk.
Yeah, like that's you would yell anal and then just be gone, and I'm like, all right.
I would still be there. I just was lurking.
Yeah, and then
I lurk a lot, like when I'm doing other stuff, but like I like to watch, like I have streams up.
Yeah, I think it was Martin who pushed a lot for like, hey, Tim wants to join doing this, and I was like, who's Tim?
Yep.
And he's like, Condalce, the guy who says anal all the time. I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, I guess that's fine. I was like, I don't mind. But like, I don't think if Martin hadn't pushed, because I don't think you would have made any step other than running in and saying anal to like. I don't think we would have become friends like we are now.
No, I think you would have. I think League would have definitely pushed you guys together, in my opinion.
I would have known you played League.
But Tim would have known you played
Tim was
League.
a cocky fucker for a while. I wasn't cocky. The only time I got
Tim
cocky
wasn't a cocky fucker to me at all.
I'm cocky to my League teammates, but more of like, if you let me fucking carry you, dumbass bitch, like I'll carry you. But like that's different. That's like League teammates.
I was like, this guy doesn't know how to fucking stream. Like that was my first impression of Tim. He was still on Streamlabs OBS, bro.
Because my friend got me into streaming, I didn't learn shit. I'm lazy. Now I have a better understanding.
Remember you pointing his stream out to me now?
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, I was like, dude, Tim does not know how to fucking stream.
Oh my god,
not at all.
But I didn't say that to your face because I was like, that's rude.
It is rude, yeah, but like offering help isn't rude.
No, that's why I was like, yo, Tim, you haven't tried the other OBS? And then you were like, no, I don't know how to set it up. And I was like, oh, it's super easy. Yeah.
It was not super easy. Streamlabs is way easier.
No, it's
as a beginner.
As a beginner, sure. I agree.
It's way more beginner friendly, but OBS is better overall because you can do a lot of shit with OBS.
And it's easier in your system too.
Stream Elements is really good for like overlays and shit like that because like it's like full like coding.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with Stream Elements, yeah.
Stream Elements is pimping too, yeah. There's like a lot of stuff that you learn. Like at first you get like Nightbot is like your basic bot, and then you learn about like all these other shit and like all these other bots you can get and everything. It's like there's a lot to streaming. I just didn't do all that investigation.
Yeah, me either. I started out streaming on a fucking gaming laptop.
Backseat streaming, true. I gotta ban him.
Hey man, I'm just happy to be here.
God, it's been fucking how many years now? 2 years full. Because I met y'all at the end of 2021, right? Because we met in 2022.
2021, yeah. Oh wow, it's not even that long.
That's almost 3 years.
That's not even that long, to be honest.
It's not that long. Cause I know a lot of you guys have known each other for a long time.
Yeah, me and Dana know each other since I was like 18, so it's like what, 7 years?
That's the other thing too.
9 years?
I thought Martin was a squeaker.
Oh, I loved calling people squeakers.
But I wasn't a squeaker though. Like I wasn't a squeaker.
No, I just like you were one of those enthusiastic kids. Yeah. But like here's the thing though, right? Like here's the thing. You showed up immediately after me dealing with a lot of Ross's people in his channel.
Mm-hmm.
And what's not I don't want to say the old name. Aaron.
Oh, Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah. Like before they became Aaron, like that was my younger audience of people that would talk to me and stuff like that. So like I immediately assumed you were gonna be around like that, and I was gonna be like, I'm gonna have to hit this guy. But no, you were cool, and I feel like it was easier back then because like it felt like you looked up to me a little bit. And for some reason, I don't know why. If I had that thought, no.
He's short,
but like him, Kami, Farg, and someone else. I feel like I pushed for all of you guys to stream.
Oh, streamers. Oh,
I feel like I pushed for all of you guys to stream at one point because like all of you were like, oh, I don't know, and I was like, no, do it. Like you got this. Like if I can fucking manage it, you can. Like there's no way you can't. Especially you because you're Mr. Computer Guy. But
Yeah, with this
like
It was initially just like to test my hardware, and then when I tested my hardware and I realized it was shit to stream, I was like, I'm upgrading, and I bought a new PC.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And then Martine's balls dropped and he stopped being my buddy.
I made friends. Crazy.
He stopped
Martine's
being
funny.
my sidekick.
Marty doesn't talk to any of us anymore. It's fucked
The
up.
fuck are you talking
I know,
about? I
that's
talk to you guys like every day.
Crazy.
You don't talk to me every day.
I don't have to talk to you every day.
See, you see that? You see it went from I talk to you guys every day to I don't talk to you.
Okay, Tim, do you want me to talk to you every day?
No,
I'll talk to you
don't
every
have
day.
He doesn't talk to me every day. Either.
I don't talk to everybody every day. Not
just
not
sort
even
of
But,
like-
like to be fair, there's like nobody in my life that I talk to every single day except for Arden, and even then, sometimes I'm like, I need a day. I need a day of just me.
I've been
So, like-
just enjoying
I get it.
my time alone. I've been really enjoying my time alone. It's like
I'm enjoying my
Oh, yeah?
time. I play
Peaceful,
League
bro.
For 7 hours a day.
Show me that hand. How calloused is it?
I can't show you on stream.
Hear me out, Marty. We should find a game and we rank grind it together.
Rank grind a game together. Damn,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start yelling at you.
Predecessor.
Which game?
Right, What's that?
Is there
What
like
game was
any?
that? You played that, Tim. I seen you've played it.
Predecessor?
Yeah, it's the game that's like Smite that just came out. It's like a remake of Paragon.
I never played it.
The
My
only,
Steam says you have.
the,
I don't have no
the only game I played ranked was Apex. Like seriously, Apex.
Predecessor?
There. Oh shit. Was it gonna say?
Predecessor, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it on my Steam library.
Predecessor. Oh, Puma played it. My bad.
that's
That's on me.
I was gonna say I've never heard of this game in my life.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have rank yet.
Hear me out.
But,
When
like-
Smite 2 comes out, let's become Smite 2 grinders.
Smite 2 Electric Boogaloo. I used to play a lot of Smite.
You guys For Honor?
I
Fuck
played
For
Smite
Honor,
on
dude.
Xbox.
For Honor sucks.
I wouldn't want to play For Honor ranked.
I can't.
Okay.
I played For Honor with you guys that one time, and I was like, I'm just not built for this game anymore. I don't know anything about this shit.
Hold on. So I found out that I am not good at those kind of games when I played Naraka, and I love Naraka. I fucking love Naraka. And then they changed a few things.
I think you should give Naraka another shot.
I think I should, but at the same time, I feel like I'm just gonna be washed.
I actually think Tim would also be decent at Naraka. Since
I
he's
think he
picking
would
up
too.
fighting games.
I think he would too.
I have to, yeah. I have to.
Naraka's
grind
basically
from
a
now-
fighting game.
Battle
VR.
Royale, yeah.
I
But
have to
it's
grind from now till
it's hard, bro.
League drops their or Riot drops their fighting games at League. I'm so excited for Riot's fighting game. Hear me out. When that comes out, ranked grind.
League.
Do
No, no.
multiverses ranked grind.
2XKO.
That's just
Multiverse.
Smash. Tim, I don't know if Tim's like into
not
Smash.
just Smash.
So.
I played Smash. I played Multiverse.
It has Iron Giant in it. He has to like it.
That's true.
He can play as
Multiverse.
Iron
I
Giant.
thought the game died.
The first one did, right?
No, they like it didn't do great off the start and stuff like that, and like some of the the baseline stuff was bad. So they literally, because it was a beta, they pulled it away and was like, we're gonna work on it. And like they
I
announced,
thought they just killed it.
no, they had they announced like last month that it's coming out in May, full release.
Is
and
it-
they
How much?
reworked it from the ground up.
It's gonna be free.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Oh shit.
I know it was free to begin with. I didn't know if they were gonna keep it free.
Yep, they're keeping it free. If they rebuilt the netcode and all that stuff from the ground up, it's got
That's the
amazing
one with
netcode
Shaggy,
now,
right?
Apparently,
Yes.
Yeah.
Shaggy was from Saber.
they had it. They put it in Unreal Engine 5, so it looks
Mm.
amazing now. It's
I didn't
got.
even think it looked bad before.
It didn't, but like they were like, we're gonna. They're like, if we're rebuilding it from the ground
And
up,
now I
we'll put it
also
in
have a
Unreal Engine 5.
controller now, so I'm not gonna be playing on mouse and
Yeah.
keyboard for fighting games anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the one
And-
reason I didn't really play any fighting games before, so that was mouse and keys. So
You never had
there's
like
no
an
way I
Xbox
can fight.
controller?
No, I had Xbox controller, but it didn't work with my PC. I had
Oh.
the series. I had the Elite Series 1, which apparently didn't work with computers.
What? I thought they did.
Why? I thought all Xbox.
If it has a USB-C, it should be good. Like
It wasn't a USB-C.
even then, like even
It
regular.
was older. It was an older controller. It was from like the Xbox One era.
I thought all Xbox controllers work because it's like
I
Microsoft.
thought they did
shit.
too. Yeah.
It was
Because you can play a 360 controller.
I mean,
well, hear me
I-
out. It's the only one that doesn't work. I think, from what I understand.
Bruh, why would they
Oh,
do that?
That's
so
so
like, every
ass.
other controller worked with stuff, and this one didn't. From what I
That's
saw, Even
so
like this
unlucky.
Tim, you gotta get a fight stick.
fight stick,
No.
aren't those expensive?
Oh,
Get a
okay.
stickless box.
What? Yeah. Those are cool. Those are cool.
They're really hard to use though.
Yeah, you have to
You're
like.
talking about like they have like the control.
It's
like,
just
buttons.
buttons. That's
that
it.
one
It's
layer is
just
like that.
buttons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the one layer looks like this, like it's like curved like this of buttons, like so you hold it like this, and the other ones are like the 6.
I think
Yes.
there's different layouts.
Like that's the standard layout, I
Yeah.
think, is like that.
Yeah, that's
for
the
those.
standard because that's where you're gonna put your movement hand, where like your all 5
Your
fingers can rest just like
Yeah,
there, without needing to, like, because it's a controller. It's supposed to be like a fight stick made for your hands to like really ease the pain of for people who have like arthritis shit like that when they're playing.
me with my freaking early onset carpal tunnel.
Yeah, that's literally like the kind of stuff it's for, because like people like
I
that
thought I
have
had it
trouble
for a
fighting
while. I thought I had it. It was crazy. My wrist was hurting all the time, but I'm good.
My fingers hurt on a daily basis every once in a while, and then my wrist as well.
I
So I'm
do-
pretty sure I have it.
For a while, I wanted to build one. One of those.
Get a wrist brace, dog.
Thick.
Me? I ended up getting
boxes.
wrist rests, so like, it helps.
Wrist rest help
No,
a
like a
lot.
wrist brace. Like I have a wrist brace because some days like my right hand gets like real bad. Just slap that shit in a wrist brace. Just keep it from like wiggling around too much. Helps out a lot.
I have to do that then, because
Yeah.
if not, well, I'm
Just
not
like
gonna be gaming when I'm 40. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be-
like a standard ace bandage as well. Like if you just get an ace bandage, wrap that shit up. That works great too. Just anything to give it like a little extra support.
Sounds good to me. So
But
Marty,
yeah.
hear me out. So we're gonna grind out multiverses and 2xKO. When that
So you
comes
want
out.
to do
Or
fighting? You
Dana.
want to do fighting games?
2xKO looks like it's gonna be pimping.
I haven't seen any gameplay
Does
on that
look
at all,
neat.
to be honest.
It does look neat.
So that one Marty's gonna be like your standard tag-in fighter, except the tag-in will be your friend,
WWE
or you could
2009.
just be you.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Fighters, except that when you tag in somebody, it's
another
person's
player?
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way it's gonna
I played
work is you
fighters
can
for
either
a
do a 1v1, 2v2, or 2v1. So like it'd be me and you versus like Dana or something. Try to fight him.
Oh shit.
Dana's gonna be our mini boss. We're gonna once we can beat him, then we can be like we can.
You
advance
have such
to
a
the-
high opinion of me for fighting games, and I am not
And
that
you
good
play
at
them more
it.
than me. I'm already
Like
playing all.
I'm respectable at the standard fighting games. Like I'm not like anything crazy.
I view anybody that can play on like normal fighting controls better than me because I can't do the diagonals right.
Diagonals are hard. Like I'll give
Diagonals
you-
is hard as fuck, man.
like I fudge a lot of my inputs, like for like especially in
I'm
Street
heavy.
Fighter, like DPs where it's like down, forward, down, and
I'm
then
already getting
forward.
DP'd.
I played Fighter Z and Injustice, and there's
I
another
played a
one.
good amount of Justice.
There's another one. Well, obviously I played Smash.
It makes sense that you would have played Fighter Z.
Why?
Dragon Ball.
I
Makes
do like
sense
Dragon
that
Ball.
You would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragging these balls across your face.
Exactly.
Ah!
Are we ever getting another Injustice?
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't know.
Didn't like the storyline for that or something like that.
Yeah, but it's Injustice 3 is still in development.
Oh wow.
Mm-mm.
Fuck Tekken. I'm just kidding. Tekken's pretty cool.
I can't do Tekken. It's
But
just
I'm
too
not.
much.
I'm not good at like I said. I'm not great at fighting games. I think the only one I can hold my own is Smash. That's it.
But is Smash a real
Oh.
fighting game?
No, it's a party game.
Speaking of games that just came out, I don't know if you guys know of the game Gigantic.
No.
Is that the one where you played as a frog?
Yes, it is that one. It is
Didn't
a.
you say that game played like shit?
It didn't feel great, but that was also the beta. Game just launched, and it launched with a $20 price tag.
Yeah, no, good then. Forget.
Like I'm like,
It's on sale for
you're-
$15.99.
you're killing this game. Like that game needed to come out for free with cosmetic transactions or something like that.
Oh, it's a
Like,
MOBA?
Gigantic-
It's a MOBA, yeah.
Bruh,
You
why would
can't-
you
no,
charge
MOBAs
for a
can't be- You
MOBA?
can't charge for a MOBA.
Why are you charging
No.
for a MOBA? It's over.
Like and like that's the thing too, right? This is a game that's being revived by a company. So it has failed once before. And
It's gonna fail again.
with a $20 price tag, people aren't gonna just pay that for
The only
that game.
way MOBAs work nowadays is free to play with skin microtransactions.
Yes. They
You can
did
have
say,
a way to charge for characters, but you have to also be able to earn characters for free.
yes. I will say this, they said if you like when you buy the game, you get all characters unlocked instantly and all skins in game are earnable via the in-game thing. There's not gonna be like microtransactions.
And
Which-
you know what game also lets you
cool.
get skins for free? League of
League.
Legends.
Yeah.
Randomly, I will say randomly. You're not earning them; they're random, but you can get them free.
And it's like, I respect that choice, but in a market where there's so many MOBAs that are free, especially when you have
MOBAs.
Yeah, it's
in
like
that genre, because that one's like a 3D one,
Yeah.
like a three, like the. You know what else is coming out? That's a 3D MOBA that's gonna whoop its ass.
what?
The Marvel one, because it's gonna be free, and it's in that genre.
Oh yeah, Marvel MOBA. That's right.
Yeah.
But the Marvel one's gonna be similar, like a MOBA or like a Overwatch style thing, but it's gonna be akin to that enough, and it's gonna be free. They're not gonna stand a chance. I guarantee that.
Predecessor's currently out, and it's a third-person MOBA, and it is free, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's like the area is too muddy for them to be like, oh yeah, pay us $20 to play
Yeah.
get into our game. Like you're
If League
for
of
a game
Legends
like that to
charged,
survive,
nobody
it
will
needs
ever
to
play
have
that
a
game.
player base. Yeah, exactly. Like it
There's
needs
no MOBA
you need
that
a
you would
player
ever play
base.
for. There's no MOBA that you would pay for because the player base is gonna be too small.
Hear me out. We go back to our Dana. We go back to Eternal Return.
I was looking at that. That game has threes.
Has threes?
Eternal Return? What is
Yeah,
that?
Eternal Return.
Oh,
has,
that's right. It's
always
3
been
players.
threes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you
Eternal
can do.
Return is the MOBA BR game.
I
Me and
think I've seen
Martine
you
played
play
it quite a
this.
bit.
We played
Yeah,
this a good amount. I think. I
Is
don't
there
have
still
like.
a player base for this?
Shit. Yes.
I don't know.
I think it does. I think it does because.
I know Lily Pichu voiced the character in it.
Yeah, that's right.
I would dabble in this if you guys taught me.
We have to relearn it, dude.
We'd have to relearn it because like this game is very like this game was literally like you learned a route to make your build because you built you got your build not from gold but like I put together like a sneaker and some little ball bearings and I
The
got
best
a
way to
rollerblade.
explain
Now
it-
that's my sneaker.
Tim, remember Super People when you go around looking for like materials to build your shit?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yes, but like certain materials are only found in certain parts of the map, so it's
Mhm.
like, and there's a finite amount.
Mm-hmm.
Like built in. It's like, oh yeah, if you need lighters for this, oh yeah, that's great over here in the factory, but there's only 4. And
Yep.
if other people get to that spot before you, they've now taken your lighters.
Yep.
And
You
like
kill
so,
them,
like a lot of that game was like
You can kill them.
routing your build. Yeah, you can kill them.
I think you
but,
can
like, they have that
dismantle that
advantage
shit
on
too, right? And then get the base items. I can't remember if you could do that.
No,
but-
you couldn't dismantle, but you could just take the if they completed the item you were trying to.
Oh
complete,
yeah,
like,
yeah. You
just
could
rip
take
off
their item. Yeah.
You could rip off their corpse and use it, right?
Yeah.
It's a fun game. It's just hard.
Oh yeah.
it's
you
very
don't,
hard.
you don't have to figure out the build though. You can just copy
They have
somebody else's.
importable build guides. Yeah,
Yeah.
like built in, they have like a bunch of builds that people have already been like, oh yeah, this is a good build. So you just click
So you
that.
got the meta ready.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. And like you click it and it routes for you in game. It's like you go here, here, here. This is what you're looking for. Grab them as you go.
How is
And
like the
it's-
skill floor versus ceiling? Is it like League where like the skill floor is pretty fucking high regardless because you have to load a lot of shit?
Because of the amount of characters, I feel like it is pretty high. Because back then they were releasing characters every week, and then
I don't know how many characters there are now.
but
though.
I don't know how it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been up kept it. Like for me, it took me like. But like this again, I was into the game and I was like watching videos and stuff like that because I was just like into it. It took me maybe a week to learn it like solidly. Where I was like, if I was
That's
against
faster
a
than League,
character,
I would say.
yeah, it's definitely not as bad as League, especially like nowadays with League, where it's like if you're a new player. But like,
think it's
I got
almost
good enough to where I was
impossible to
like,
learn this one.
I know what that character does. I know what I need to look out for. Do I know the exact numbers? No, but I know what I need to fucking dodge.
Yeah.
And if I see them flip kicking at me doing a certain thing, fucking move. That's what I knew what to do.
I mean, all right. I would dabble. If you guys actually wanted to, I would dabble.
I might.
I'd be down to try it out again.
We
League of
are
Legends.
pretty far into the pod. We
Yeah,
were
we're
at
talking
2.5
this
hours.
is like a 2.5. Yeah, I was just like, this is getting close to 3 hours now.
Yeah, we can call it here. Are you guys gonna play
Sounds
anything
good.
later?
I might.
RuneScape.
RuneScape?
I've gotten back into RuneScape, dog. It's actually been
I'm-
bad
alright.
fun.
You play old school RuneScape?
Yes,
That what it is?
it's old
That's
school
what I'm
RuneScape via Steam.
I don't want to do another fucking subscription for a game.
Another what?
You must
Subscription
play
for
an
a game.
MMO.
It's free. I do the free one. I haven't.
Yeah, don't
paid
you have
for
to pay
shit.
for certain things?
If like a I want to say like 40% of the skills in the game can only be learned / leveled up or whatever if you have a membership. But like I'm like I don't care. Like I'm not worried about that right now. And you can earn a membership with in-game currency. You can buy one off the marketplace. So I'm just like I'll get to it eventually when I care about leveling that shit up. But for me, it's more like it's just something I can like mind off and.
I'll be honest. The reason
Fuck
I
with.
can't get into RuneScape is it looks like shit.
It does look like garbage, but like again, like that was my high school, right? Like I sat and
No, I think if I would have played it when I was
that.
younger, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm too far. I didn't play it when I was younger.
No, it's like a super retro game, right?
We need to
Like
bring
that.
back Club Penguin.
I know you did not just diss old school RuneScape and then say we need to bring back Club Penguin. I know you did not just say that.
Pop Tropica. Let's go.
Come the fuck on. There's the generational gap right there. I don't think I played a day of Club Penguin.
I didn't either. I'll be honest. I didn't play Club Penguins growing up.
I played Club Penguin.
You know what
Club
I did
Penguin's
play?
pimping, though.
There was like a Nickelodeon game, and you played as monkeys, and
Why
you
do I
like
feel like I know
just
what
like
you're talking about?
it was kind of like a Club Penguin thing. It was a 2D like side-scrolling platformer type jam.
Was it a splash game?
Maple
or was it like
Story?
an actual game?
It was like a flash game kind of thing, but like you didn't even get to make your own name. You just kind of had to randomize like 3 different words, and I don't even remember what my name ended up being. But my little sister did it, and she got the name, and I will never forget it. Snooty Dust Magician, and I was like, "That sounds like cocaine," and she's like, "Yep, I'm taking it."
It does sound like cocaine. Wait a second.
Is this
like,
Monkey Quest?
It might have been. It was like a Nickelodeon monkey game.
Yeah, I think it's Monkey Quest.
But you didn't get to choose your own name because they didn't want it to be like people naming themselves like inappropriate things. But then she randomly rolled the name Snooty Dust Magician, and I was like, fantastic.
Based.
I think I've seen this,
Alright.
but anyway, let's call it.
Call it here.
We'll be back next
We might be
week.
back for Damage later. But yes,
Yeah.
we'll be back with our regularly scheduled Decky whooping it out.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
me.
But
You're welcome.
Unless Dana wants to be here.
yeah, unless anyone wants to.
Whenever Dana wants to talk to us, he doesn't like me anymore, so he doesn't talk to me anymore. Makes me cry.
The fuck you mean? Dude, I haven't even streamed in like 2 weeks because it's like my life's been butt cheeks lately.
Nah, I get it.
It's like my days have consisted of me waking up and like either working or like playing Stardew with Arden. Like that's it.
My
And
I
then
sleep's
I'm
been
like-
shit.
I see you guys loading up Stardew.
Yeah, it's been
Cross
fun.
Speed, you guys have loaded other games too. But like I noticed, I'm like, whatever. Not whatever, but like I mind my business. When I
Yeah,
see people
like
loading stuff up.
it's one of the few games me and Arden's been able to play together in a while where like we're both like into it.
Before
so
we
it's like-
leave, I will say, do you guys ever have people that when they see you load up games, they'd be like, "Can I join you?" And you're like,
I haven't had that since for like a
DVD.
year. Since DVD? Yeah, DVD actually.
Every time I turn on DBD, I would immediately, I swear to God, get an invite from Prue. And I'm like, and it got so bad to the point where like when I was online on Steam, not even on DVD, he would invite me to play DVD, and I'm like, you need to stop. I was like, I appreciate it, I do. Stop.
Nah, I haven't had that in a
that was
while.
just one time I was loading up Siege, and then I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah.
I don't like when people are like paying attention to what I'm doing. Like we're friends on this thing, but like we wanted a game. You can send me a message, like a DM on Discord, like,
But don't like publicly at in your Discord saying, "Hey,
I see you on
I
there.
I see you
but-
on."
When you make it a public spectacle, you're setting yourself up for
It
a
makes
fall.
me uncomfortable because I'm like,
Yeah.
now people are watching me. I'm like, I'm gonna have to put myself offline on Steam so people don't see me.
Yeah. Like I've definitely like sent someone a message like, "Hey, you down to play a little bit?" And if they're like, "No, I'm not feeling it," I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." And I've
Oh,
had
yeah, I don't
people
mind.
be like that and respectful, and I'm like,
I
awesome.
messaged people as well. Like you can ask somebody, but like,
Yeah.
it must be Gen Chat. Now I feel weird.
Yeah, that's odd. Like,
Yep.
I mean, if somebody saw me playing League and did send me a whisper in League, they were like, "Hey Tim, I see you there." What?
hey buddy, I see ya. I've done that to Tim a few times actually.
No, but
Like,
you'll see it,
I just be
on
like
League.
AFK in League, and I'll see him like he'll in stream be like, "I'm going to bed, guys," and I just see him like pop up on League, and I'm like,
I see.
I fucking see you
But I
there.
think at this point, everybody knows. Everybody knows that I'm in the stream.
Yeah, you
There's
play
like a
League right after.
67% chance I'm playing League.
Yeah.
Unless I streamed League because I'm done. Like I'm not going.
I loved that the like it was probably like a week or so ago now. I see that tweet from you where you're like, I'm done with League. I'm uninstalling
Oh, on
it.
April
Yeah, but
Fools?
it was on April Fool's.
It was on
And
April
then-
Fools.
Decky like I was like he didn't even last a day.
But I wasn't gonna actually commit to that joke. There was no way. The joke was that I said I was quitting League, and the stream 10 seconds later was me playing
April
League.
Fools. I hate April Fools because everyone always comes out with something like that, and they're just like, "I'm the most clever person on the planet." I'm just like,
I'm
no.
trying to be clever. The thing is that I knew I was gonna play League, and I was like, "Let me do this real quick."
I thought
Like-
I thought my DVD joke was pretty good, but
Exactly. Like it literally like we were all in like call and like Tim's like or not Tim. Logan was like, Martin's playing DVD. And I was like, no the fuck he's not. What?
but I
I
was
looked at the
playing
thing.
DVD.
I looked on the thing where you said that I was all like I in your chat before anyone showed up, I was like, so this is an April Fool's thing, right?
I
Like,
didn't say
said it too.
anything.
I was
You
like,
were
"What are you
very
actually
quiet.
playing?" I immediately asked, "So what are you actually playing?" There was I knew
Oh, 'cause I
Martin,
had a
there's
lie.
no way.
I had to play it out.
Yeah,
man.
but
I'm
like,
just like,
but
come
for
on.
everybody that you hate DVD now.
I hate
I
that.
do it every
almost, I literally, I'm not even kidding. I almost downloaded DVD to just turn it on and go like, I'm actually playing, because I was like,
That would have been funny.
play it.
That would have been funny. But I wouldn't play
Like,
it though.
Here was my issue with it though, right? Ronnie seemed genuinely like interested in playing.
Oh,
DVD.
okay. I talked to him about that. He wasn't interested. He was joking too.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I
he
was
was
like,
joking.
I felt bad for Ronnie. I was
No,
like,
yeah, me too.
I was like, that poor sweet boy seems so interested in playing DVD with Martine.
No,
and
he was
Martine
joking
is
too.
Not playing.
I asked him about it afterwards. Like, yo, did you actually want to play? I'm so sorry if I like fucked you, like messed with your schedule or whatever. He's like, oh no, I was trolling too, bro. I got the joke. I was like, oh, thank God.
I was like, that poor sweet boy. Ronnie's my
know.
boy. I love
Yeah.
Ronnie.
I haven't gamed with Ronnie in forever. Not
He's
even
wants
sure.
the game, but I
Right?
I know, but I always play games that are like League.
What was the game? What was the game the three of us played with him?
Outlast or Trials.
Yeah, it was Outlast.
Oh my god,
right?
we've always had to do. We have to go back to that. We never
We
played. that.
do. We really do.
I
Because
want
like,
to
they
dive
added
with
a
him
bunch
again.
of shit to that game too.
I want to dive
I need
with
to
him
dive again as well because the robots are back. People
Yeah,
killed all the robots for like a day and then they brought them back from the north, baby.
yeah. They're like, haha, just kidding. There's more robots.
When are they adding that other faction?
Should be soon because the robots just started their attack on Cyberstan.
I haven't played. I feel bad for Emmanuel too. Like he's been wanting to play
No, no,
others too, and
yeah.
I've just not been mentally
Yeah, same.
around for that shit.
Since you haven't played in a bit, Dana, here's the update. So we did a Operation Destroy All the Robots, basically, or some shit. I forget what it was called. Operation Disassembly, maybe. We actually destroyed every single robot planet, and for the most part, it took out a lot of the bugs. And then for like a day or two, the robots were actually like there was only bug missions available. So every robot planet was liberated.
Damn.
But then the robots did their real full assault, which is even more ships than we thought, an even bigger invasion force. And they're attacking the planet where the original cyborgs from the first game were enslaved. So they were actually going there. Which is people were speculating that from a long time that they were going to attack like where the cyborgs were from. Yeah.
So they baited people to go in the opposite direction of where they were actually attacking.
No, because if you looked at the direction that the robots were attacking, they attacked from like this way, but they were heading this way.
Okay.
So it wasn't like they baited; they like attacked from different. Yeah,
It's cool that the developers are like making like almost like a story for
Yeah.
like the universe of that game. That's really cool.
It's a campaign. It's just a giant campaign.
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait for the new enemies to come out. Not the new. Well, I know it's the old third faction, but the third faction to finally come in. That's gonna be pimping. I think with the third faction, we're gonna actually get pushed back. So apparently they also have like maps on Super Earth that they have made. So I kind of want that to happen.
Ooh.
I want to see it attacked there.
That'd be crazy.
No, how dare you?
Our
I
home
want to
planet
fight
being
for Super
attacked?
Earth. on
That's
Super Earth.
communist talk.
Listen, your buddy. I want
You're
to
a-
fight for
you're a-
Super Earth.
Treason.
Exactly. You're letting
You're a
letting the
terrorist.
democracy show right now.
You want
Listen,
them to invade us? Terrorism.
man. I want them to try.
Oh, sorry.
I want them to try, brother. I don't want them to invade. I want them to try.
There's like shit ton of planets around us though. There's no fucking way.
Never know. There might be an event one day.
Maybe.
Either way, we are at the 2 hours and almost 45-minute mark.
We gotta
Dana,
go.
Can you make your VTuber do like this? There's no way, right?
No, I cannot. The best I can do is like,
Show your feet.
Can you do the middle finger?
I can show my arms. That's it.
That's like close enough.
Good enough.
Bye.
Bye.